What's up, people? It's your boy Mex, the WrestleManiac, if you will. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and we appreciate your support as always.
Warning. The following views shared on this podcast are the unfiltered expressions of our vibrant personalities. We are here to dissect the pulse-pounding world of pro wrestling, from the epic battles inside the ring to the captivating storylines that keep us hooked. Our discussions may venture into unexpected territories, from questioning the creative direction or analysing the artistry behind the suplexes and submissions. Please understand that we aim to entertain, educate, and engage. But please also remember that we are just merely fans and observers, and we are not actual wrestlers, journalists, or industry insiders. As we always say, by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Enjoy.
Hey, by the way, I was gonna start Paradise yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. How are we looking,
bro?
How are we looking?
We're gonna have to do things. We're gonna have to do things after, because Paradise, I can't lie to you.
I've
heard people speak about the show, but I didn't watch any trailers. I thought, let me just go into it blind.
Just to give me some context.
Yeah,
what's
I can't
the premise so far? Is it like Black Mirror?
When I say Black Mirror, but it has like very like dystopian, futuristic vibes. Mm-hmm. I think that's just, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know how to describe it without.
I only watched episode 1. I haven't watched.
What can you compare it to? So, for example, if I said, I don't know, Hereditary, Exorcism.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, something like that. The premise of the show, and it's no spoiler, is like the black dude from This Is Us. What's his name?
Yeah, it's K. Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling. Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, he's president of the United States, head of security.
Mm. Yes, I saw that. That's episode 1. That's when you clock he's that.
Yeah.
And, okay, you guys watched episode 1, right?
I finished episode 1.
It's not real, is it?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I've only watched episode 1. I can't.
From what I've gathered, it is real. It's just that they are
in another world.
I don't know. I don't want to
spoil. You on?
I'm on episode 3 now.
Oh, okay, cool.
But everything you kind of find, you pretty much find that everything like in the first 20 minutes of episode 2 of like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So actually,
yeah. What I've seen,
I ain't touched it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's not about whether everything is real or not. It's a matter of what is real and what is not real. If that makes sense. But
check it out for good,
it's a good show.
It was real good. The first episode I thought was really good, but I stopped watching it because I started watching this 1,000 Blows with.
That's good, yeah.
I thought that's really good.
We're going back to the premiere. We didn't go.
It's the audio
recording. Missed the first. You missed the premiere.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I'm like 4 episodes.
I like the British actor.
The black dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's great. Yeah, he's great.
You see him in Roots?
Yeah, he was good in Roots.
Yeah, they did a remake of Roots.
He was good in another thing as well. I saw.
He was in He's in EastEnders too, you know.
EastEnders, for a bit,
but
he was in another American series. That was
yeah. He's in something else.
Roots.
No, the black guy, Malachi. Something.
I know who you're talking about.
He's good though. He's real
great.
good.
He's great.
He's real good.
You watch this, The Devil in My Family.
No,
What is that on?
So it's on Hulu, but it's on Disney Plus in the UK.
Fine.
Okay.
So I was watching it with my missus on Monday.
Is that TV shows or doc?
It's a documentary, three episodes, quick, but it's very like intense.
I'll watch it on the way back.
What happens?
It's about a woman. It's about a woman that basically was like one of the biggest influencers in America. Like she started a whole family.
I know who you're chatting about.
And she eventually got clocked because her son was editing her videos but leaving stuff in there, and she'll like someone leaving a clip where she's like, "Fucking come over here and get in the camera." Why are you spying on that? Like, why are you doing that for? Like stuff. She was basically like a bad person behind camera.
Yeah.
And she went on a different route, and she let this woman in the house, and the woman just literally ruined the whole family.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's it called? Sorry?
The Devil in My Family. Devil in the Family.
It's on Disney. I'll find it. Cool.
Yeah, Devil in the Family by Ruby Frank. That woman's evil, bro.
I'll watch it on the way back.
As in, I thought that child abuse could not like.
I didn't watch a documentary on it, but you know they have these YouTube channels where they show clips and then they show the interrogation of that.
Yeah.
I saw the interrogation of that. I didn't actually know there was actually a documentary.
Bro.
Yeah, the family's fucked.
Bro,
Well, the mum and the lady, yeah.
That woman,
What did she do?
bro, she lied. Did they show the clip of her saying that she had devils in her and she was like had to possess?
Yeah.
These are white folks, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
No, bro, the way they treat the kids, though, man, it's so sad, man. I wanted to cry, bro. I think now that I've got kids, yeah,
It's different.
I'll
level
cry.
of
I cry. I can easily cry over certain things, bro.
You have empathy.
The kid's bones were out,
Yeah.
as in like he was so malnourished, like he begged for water, bro. They made him stand in the heat for 24 hours in the heat. Don't
That's
you guys watch
torture.
it.
That's basically
Yeah,
putting
they torture
someone on
them,
the
they
hot.
torture them.
I know a bitch on my estate who did that to her kids. She hated her baby father. And she started. We taping. I was. She hated her baby
It's
father.
allowed to be. It's allowed to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool. 'Cause, yeah, she hated her baby father, and she started fucking this nigga.
Abusing the kids?
She started fucking this nigga that hated her baby father, and they started abusing the kid, and they were starving him, and they had the kid living in the bathroom. The kid was living in the bathroom, and eventually social services found out, and she went to jail for she got 9 years.
9 years. No,
Yeah,
she deserves
both
more
of them
than
got 9 years. Like madness.
What makes you want to do that? I don't understand, man. Like they're so innocent, bro. Like
Kids are great.
yeah, like you know her reason for doing it. Her reason was that she called her husband. This is crazy documentary. You don't watch it, but anyway, she said the kids had evil spirits in them, so the kids were doing evil stuff, and she wanted to get rid of the devils and stuff. So she'll do that to beat the devil out of them.
And more time, it's just kids being kids.
It's kids being kids.
It's
My missus is
ridiculous.
a social worker, innit? She's got 21 different kids right now, like cases right now. 21, bruv. And every
In London, or was it
South End.
South End?
All South End. Like most of them are just nothing. Most of them are just, kid ain't showing up for school, but at least 5 of them are madness.
Madness, yeah, neglect and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, really bad. Abuse, sexual abuse, and all sorts of stuff like
You remember that story that came out years ago about the girl that was living in South London? She went to a uni rave in Brighton.
And she left her daughter.
She left a daughter, and the daughter like died.
After 5 days, she
Yeah,
went to
daughter
party.
died.
for
I hear a
5
few
days,
of
bro.
these stories still.
That was tragic, fam.
I want to know what's going through their head, like.
Do you know?
do this.
It's mad because parents, yeah, when you're a young parent, yeah, when you become a mum or something, I do understand that your life changes and sometimes you're not always there in it. But to leave your daughter in the house alone for 5 days is crazy, man.
But then there are loads of cases of women having like postpartum psychosis. They end up
putting the baby in the oven and shit.
going, like, you know what I mean? So, even in those kind of aspects, it's like, I'd think like maybe societies, not necessarily society, but like upper authorities have kind of failed these women as well because if you know these are the kind of stuff that these women are going through, surely there should be some sort of help.
Depends. As someone who's in this kind of thing now, it just depends on the area you live in and the social worker that you have.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, because my missus is quite a caring one and stuff like that, but there are others in her team that just
don't give a shit.
by the books. This visit, minimal notes.
That's crazy.
And it's, there's no aftercare either. Like, this depends on who you get.
But even in saying that, on like one end of, kids being kids, on the other end, I can't lie, some of them need to go to sleep for good. I can't lie.
The kid that threw the
I can't lie.
They quit him.
Some of these kids, they need to be
The video
put.
of the kid throwing the
I'll be real. Some of them need to be. I have no hope. Some people will say like, "Yeah, man, we need to do more for these kids. Like, we need to look out for them." Some of these kids have no hope.
They're too far gone.
Some of these kids have no hope. Fuck them. Genuinely, store all of them in one room and put on the furnace.
Oh, your business is something else.
On the furnace.
My heart was beating.
I was gonna say.
No.
I was gonna say the word for you.
Wait, whoa. Don't say no word. I'm thinking of my bro. You're gonna cancel this podcast.
You know what word I'm talking about?
Wait, what word?
No, don't say it.
We're not gonna say
Because
it.
that my heart. I'll get my heart.
I know we're gonna have to bleep this entire section up.
No, I'm
No, I have
in.
to. I want some of these kids to die.
It's gonna yeah.
Bro, some of these kids need to go to sleep for good. It's done.
No, because when I watched the video of the kid throwing the thing over the balcony, brother, the guy was like 2
seconds
seconds
away.
That could have been someone.
Imagine that landed on your head, bro.
Nah, 2 seconds, that's an exaggeration. That was right next to him.
Right next to him.
Right
I
next to him.
said, what? I would have run upstairs.
Bro, you'd have to run upstairs.
These kids are so fucking dumb, yeah. These kids, I have no idea what's going through their heads. They do that shit and they record it and then they upload it on their own profile.
But do you know what's dumb about that? Yeah, is that bro? There's how many cameras in Westfield? Yeah,
Bro, it's bears.
Have you seen a control room in Westfield?
I haven't seen
I
it.
actually have. I've worked,
Bro,
I've worked
yeah, you probably worked in
for
the
retailers in Westfield, so I've
You've seen
it.
it.
And I can assume so because Westfield is the biggest supermarket in Europe.
Yeah.
So I'd expect it to be like
bro.
fucking.
I don't care. That's attempted murder to me.
Not 100%.
It's attempted murder. I see what was it? Something damage. It was like
Grievously body.
it wasn't even that. It was a charge. I was just like, that's fucking attempted murder.
That's an AM, fam. If that
if
kills
I'd done
someone,
that,
that's done. Yeah,
if I'd
trust
done
me.
that.
Do you know what it is? I was reading through the comments and then it was making me angry when people are like, Imagine if it was your mum or your nan that it landed on.
But it's
Brother, I started thinking about it. I was like, someone actually has to go to sleep for good.
Can't. Like, you ain't got a chance to do that unless you know someone inside if he gets convicted because you
Oh
ain't
yeah.
They
You
got
got to
me.
know someone that's like, yo,
You
there's
ain't
one of
getting-
you that just came in today, yeah.
They'll
I'll
find-
beg you, fuck that shit.
Police will find them before you do.
Yeah,
Like,
police will find him.
You ain't got a chance.
Boy.
Sometimes it's better off them go to prison than you, because in prison they could probably get because there's certain things that people go to prison for, and if people find out what they're in for prison, what they're in the prison for, they'll get beat up.
Yeah.
You can't tell a man in prison, oh, I went to prison and I got done for rape, bro. They'll beat the shit out of you, bro.
Screws will turn
Nah.
their back.
Bro, what? No one's there to back you.
With a lot of them, they get put in a separate unit. They get protected. There's a reason
It
why
depends who you're around,
a lot of rapists in jail right now haven't been colashed yet because they're all
No,
protected.
they're in their
They're
own.
all
They're in their
protected,
own.
Because they know that if they get,
They're not in jail.
Yeah, they can't do jump up.
Yeah. Boy. Oh, man. Episode 265 of the Wrestling Podcast.
Let's fucking nice.
Hey. It's been very long. I don't. How many days in counting? How many years in counting? It's been nearly 2. I think nearly
2 years,
bro. Since we had Earl join us on the podcast. Make some noise for Earl. Knowledge. How are you, my bro?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good. It's nice to see you lot again, and
Likewise.
you got this really fancy studio.
We'll try it.
It's all white.
Prestige.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really nice. But yeah, it's good to see you guys again. It's good to be back on the podcast, the WRESTHINGS podcast.
Yeah. A lot of time he's talking now on like the Discord or just in passing and stuff.
You just hear me talking in the Discord. I like the Discord.
Discord's great, man. Discord's great.
I'm in the Discord a lot.
Yeah,
I'm in the Discord a lot.
a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff you can learn. You can learn. You can argue.
Can argue.
You can agree. There's bare stuff in the Discord, man. Just flying.
There's so much. There's so much in the Discord. There's so many different channels.
Yeah.
Like I don't even go into them a lot of the time because it's just too much.
Too much going on,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
too much. Just subscribe. Then get involved in this Discord.
Yeah,
Like you should get involved. If whoever is watching this and ain't in it, you should get involved. It's good. You can speak to any of these guys. You can speak to me. You can speak to Jimmy.
Big up Jimmy.
and Bia.
How's everyone doing?
All right, man. I'm tired, man. I feel hay fever's back, you know.
Oh God, yeah.
Bro, did you see how hot it was today, bro?
It was warm.
Yeah, it was warm.
It was warm today.
Warm.
I had a. You right now?
I'm alright. I can't lie. I don't know what I suffered after Sunday.
Yeah, you had a sore throat.
I had a sore throat. Had a headache.
Same.
I don't know. I was down bad. I don't know if I was doing swag over health, but
I was down.
It
Bro.
was-
When I went
yeah.
home, when I got home the next night, I woke up. Yeah, my throat was like it was calm. Then when I went gym and I came home, my throat just started to close up, bro.
Oh, damn.
I felt like I had a knife in it, and I was like,
got
shit.
clogged up.
And my head was banging as well. What's wrong with you, man? My head was banging as well. I called my boy Greaves, and Greaves said the same thing's happened to him as well. And you said you same thing's happened to you as well. So I was like, oh, it's definitely hay fever then.
I don't know about
wait.
that one. It's
Yeah,
not. It's
yeah,
definitely
it
not hay
might be hay
fever.
fever.
Mine, not
I haven't. No, you don't you sneeze with hay fever?
No, not all the time.
No, it's definitely not hay fever.
fever's
Wait,
something-
with hay fever, are you guys?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing that.
Sometimes hay fever brings you Qatar.
I didn't have any of that.
Hold on, you guys were in the same place and you come back all fucked up. It's got.
It's something. Yeah, so it's got to be basically.
Yeah, it's definitely. You can't be hay
Shook hands
fever.
with somebody, or you done like I don't know, someone was in your vicinity that was selfish, should
so-
stay their ass at home, and they didn't. They came in to the place and you all
Gave it
got
out,
fucked
bro.
up. Yeah.
Delivered it fresh.
How was it? How did it?
Oh, crazy.
Bro, it was good.
When I walked in,
500
I was
people.
500 people.
Yeah,
What
500
for basement grooves? Yeah.
Yeah, big up. Yeah, big
Wow.
up everyone that came.
Bro,
Basement
we
Boost
came
TCF.
upstairs, bro.
I came upstairs.
We came upstairs.
and I was like, mate, this guy goes, you got a ticket? I was like, no, I'm working here. So I went upstairs. I was just bowling through.
Said you
and I
got a ticket.
Open the door. I see bare people I've never seen before in my life.
Really?
And I was like, where's Dill?
Hold on. So why? So these people that were here, these
Yeah.
500 people,
Yeah.
why were they there? And I mean, they're not fans of this podcast.
So they were. So we were in collaboration with another.
Okay.
I think another brand called TCF. Was one of our close friends.
Clothing brands.
Called Sudi, big up Sudi, and he basically invited his lot, gave a feed out to his lot. We gave a feed out to our lot, and
Yeah.
everyone came in. Yeah,
I saw a lot of girls, and I was like,
the ratio was
these
crazy.
chicks ain't here for fucking wrestling.
That's what I'm saying, fam.
Was that black girl that goes to the Rev Pro show? Was she there?
No, she wasn't there, bro. She wasn't there. She wasn't there.
Oh,
That's how I
nah.
know-
no, she wasn't there.
Yeah, no, she wasn't
That's
there.
how I know it's not wrestling. Like. It looked fun though. I saw the videos on Instagram and I was like, oh, man,
no, it was good.
You
It was
You guys
proper
play a
good,
lot of
man.
Rick James and I'll be there next time.
Yeah, we get that cracking.
At the last one, they actually played like some Rick James and some Anita
Anita
Baker, like yeah.
Good still.
That's me.
A lot of gap bands,
The
like
R&B
I was
closing,
dishing it out.
The R&B closing at Bass and Grooves this Sunday was crazy. It was nice.
Yeah.
People were singing from the top of their voice. I saw Dell getting.
Oh, wow.
yeah, man.
It was nice.
I love R&B, man. R&B is my favorite genre, so it was proper.
Yeah, I'll get involved. If Roy comes, I'll go.
Yeah, Roy was meant to come up. He missed it because he was late from a video shoot. So
I need fellow old.
But yeah, Basement Grooves, it was sick.
When's the next one?
next one is going to be next month.
Box Park?
Next Box Park one, that's probably going to be June or August. July or August.
So
June or
you're-
August. Yeah,
So
June
you're
or
back
August.
to the regular location.
Yeah, back to regular location
What
for
date
next
is that
one.
going to be?
That's going to be the last Sunday of April. So that
Okay,
is,
last Sunday of April, people.
when is that?
Oh, you might as well do Thing then. I don't know, Thing's early this year.
27th of April.
27th of April.
Yeah.
You get that on your calendar. Get that on your calendar. Be there. You going away?
I'm not going to be here.
Where you going?
Where you going?
I'm going to be in Scotland.
Oh, Scotland.
Oh, yeah, you're
Laps
working,
is-
innit? When do you come back from Scotland?
Come back in May.
Which
Oh,
part?
you come back.
First, Glasgow.
Don't do that when you get to the
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, well,
yeah,
I'm definitely not
yeah,
going
don't
to
do
do
that.
that.
They'll punch you up, man.
They'll punch you up. Start doing your accent. Can't do shit.
Laps is taking a 1 month leave, man. So yeah, we'll catch you. You come back in it.
Yeah.
There's some stories for us.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to be here for Mex's return. Fuck.
Now Mex is not even gonna be here for his own return.
Is it?
Mex is coming back May.
Aye.
He's going Grenada.
Oh, fair.
Kinda weird, yeah.
Oh, is it Mrs. from Grenada?
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah. I've never
Big
been
up
there.
Mex, man.
Our plan was to either go
Big up
Romania, but
Are you lot going Mania?
Nah, it's
We're
too
not going.
expensive, man. We're looking. Mex said there might be a possibility that we might go SummerSlam in New York, but even for me, that's a bit. I've got so much planned in August that I can't miss.
See, you got a family. You got to
Yeah.
prioritize.
Yeah,
first.
got a
go with my
big celebration for Mumsy. She's
Oh,
having,
really?
Yeah, 60th birthday. So
Oh, great! That's lovely.
man.
yeah. But yeah, next year we'll go to New Orleans.
New Orleans
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah.
at the Superdome. Love it.
Yeah, we'll be there for that. Bro, let's get into the wrestling chat, man. I know people have been waiting. Like, where the guys going to talk about?
I tune into the right podcast, cuz.
Trust me.
You're here at the right place. WRESTHINGS.
Well, if you've been listening to this podcast, you know what you're getting at this point.
Trust
man.
me, at this point,
Yeah.
bro.
If you want to complain, you can fuck off. Simple as. You want to complain, go elsewhere, man.
Should we start for Elimination Chamber?
I want to start off with my game.
I'll go.
Cool. So all of us, we're all profound wrestling fans. We all know what we like, what we don't like. So cool. This game is called How Will I Improve This Company? So I'm going to give you guys a company and I want you guys to say one thing that you think is working well for the company and then, two things that you think is working well for the company and then two things that you'll change. So the first company I'm going to say is NWA. NWA.
That's a
Way.
Two things I like.
no, please.
Yeah, two things you like. We'll go around this way.
About
Two things you
NWA.
like about NWA and then two things you would change. So what's two things you like?
That's a big zoom still.
Two things I like is the wrestlers that have come from the company and gone out to do other stuff, i.e. Ricky
You
Starks,
saved yourself.
Eddie Kingston.
I like NWA because motherfuckers I like used to work there.
It's a breeding ground for some of these wrestlers.
You saved yourself.
Do you know what? Good God.
One thing I don't like is
No, two things you do like and two things you
okay.
don't like.
Second thing I like is I feel like they might have something good going with the women talent down there.
Okay, that's fair.
From what I've seen, the women's wrestlers over there, they're good. They got something going on.
And two things you change.
Two things I'll change. I think the way they promote their events, one, and two is where I just feel like they shouldn't have gone back to that old style. They shouldn't have gone back to this new style they're doing. I feel like they kind of rubbished the old style. Remember that old NWA stuff when they had the promo there? It was like in a TV studio.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
I think they should have kept it.
throwback.
Yeah, should have kept the throwback, man.
Okay.
And they rested on carpet.
You say it's on coffee.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
They rested on the carpet.
Why?
So like it was a ring, yeah, but it was like It's
Carpet
Oh yeah, they
outside.
had the old. I
yeah,
remember.
it had the old
I remember.
Weatherspoon's carpet.
Weatherspoon's carpet.
On the game, yeah. On the game, it will look sick. But in
But
real
in
life,
real
I'm
life,
like, bro,
yeah.
come on, man. I don't want to see man do top was it toe paste? You see that he's
Looking
pulling
like,
on
looking
the
like the
Weatherspoons.
Bakerloo line.
Trust me, bro.
What about you? Two things you like, two things you change.
I don't like anything about it. I don't watch NWA.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have time. I've got a child. I've got 3 dogs. I don't have time to watch inferior wrestling. I won't say anything I do like. I like the fact that it exists and people can get work, and that's great. You know, I don't know who their audience is. I don't know. I mean, I used to see their pay-per-view buys, and oh God, they were so low. They were like, I remember one time there was like 120 buys for one of their pay-per-views, and it was just, I just don't know who their audience is for. It's like you can look at a lot of these other independent groups around the country, and you can look at GCW, and it's like, okay, your audience is that, Defy, your audience is that, and NWA, I have no idea who their audience is because I would never watch their show.
Yeah.
And for me, the wrestling isn't that good. And it's not, and you might have the odd, you know, fine wrestling match, but I ain't got time to watch fine wrestling matches when I've got great wrestling every week on television.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
Fairs. One thing I like about NWA is that they've got heritage.
They've rubbished that though.
No, of course we'll get to them. Like they're known in it, and then I like the wrestlers that have come out from NWA as well. LA Knight is someone that was prominent in NWA. One thing I don't like about NWA, they need to evolve though. Like they've had the same brand for hundreds of years, bruv. Like there's no evolution to NWA, so it goes into what you're saying. Like who's their target audience? Their target audience technically have grown. Some are in the grave, unfortunately, but
Yeah, motherfuckers died a long time
yeah,
ago.
do you get it? Their target audience is a dying audience, unfortunately. And they've got modern wrestlers in an old brand. If they kind of evolve,
I think that can work though.
No,
I think that can work though.
I mean, if NWA, don't get me wrong, they've got great talent. But if they were one of those promotions that come once every year, like a wrestling convention, yeah, cool. But like, the nostalgia is evolve, man. Like, grow, show us what you can do. WWE evolved.
But that's different, man. We can't,
NWA
you can't compare WWE to NWA.
No,
But they did evolve, though.
But you got to look at
NWA.
No, WWE. If you look at the show from 2 years ago after the fucking Vince and Kevin Dunn left, and you look at that show now,
Yeah, true. Okay.
the way they shoot it, you know, it's a different show. I mean,
yeah.
you know, it's still overproduced and you know whatever, but it looks different.
Evolution.
All right, cool. Ring of Honor.
Got to look at
What about you, Mark? Like you can't.
you can't just
There's
jump on
nothing I like about
Oh,
NWA. There's nothing I like about it.
I ju-
And like you said, there's nothing there for me. Okay, in terms of good things, I would say that they do have a burgeoning roster of like, you know, some good women. Like some of the women talent there are quite good.
Yeah.
Big up Lady Frost.
Other than that, there's nothing there that compels me within NWA. I do also think that they are living off the history of what the NWA was as opposed to what the NWA could be. And I think that's one thing that's kind of like, they're chasing a waterfall.
Yeah.
And I think it's fucking them over.
As someone who pays attention to this stuff, you try and promote history, it means nothing. Like you
Nobody
can't
cares.
build a promotion off of history and stuff. I mean, WWE, when they had their network and, you know, they had all that archive footage, that archive footage was not watched by anyone. It was just goose like me watching old fucking World Class episodes or whatever. Like, no one was watching that stuff. That's why you go on Netflix now.
No, none of
it's
it's
not
there.
It's not there because there's no. They're not wasting bandwidth for internet nigga, but like, you know,
Servers,
they ain't using that shit.
Yeah, and you know the thing about NWA as well, when you talk about errors, what errors have they actually had?
What?
If you look back on the...
as of one.
in like, just in terms of, look, if you look back on footage from today, compare it to 20, 30 years ago, it's all still the same, bro.
Nah,
there's
it's
not.
not.
There's not been no...
I have to correct you, bro. I can't lie.
Has the evolution really been that different?
Yeah, bro. Have you not seen what they...
Really?
Have you
Have
not
they
seen-
really
Are
evolved?
you talking about type of camera? Or what?
I'm
Or
just
production?
I'm talking production.
The production has changed, bro.
All right, quality.
Okay, no, you tell us why it hasn't changed.
It just
he's
feels
jammed.
it feels the same. What I've jammed, I'm still going.
You've jammed. No, you've jammed.
So
no,
I'm
you've jammed
well
because
lubricated,
you
I'm
why
going.
you've jammed because you're describing NWA as if it was a wrestling promotion. NWA didn't become an actual wrestling promotion until maybe the last 6-7 years.
But like
It wasn't a wrestling promotion.
But it still has like that old theme, bro.
No, but they've
It
changed,
didn't
though.
because
They've
when they're
changed.
with TNA, they didn't have it.
It was just a governing body.
Yeah, it was a governing body. It wasn't like when they're with TNA. TNA looks like a region of WCW. That's it.
Yeah, when they first launched.
First, I jumped.
It's alright, man.
Sorry, I take accountability, guys.
Okay, Ring of Honor. What do you like? What's two things? Okay, let's just say one thing. One thing you like about Ring of Honor, one thing you'll change.
One thing I like about Ring of Honor, I like that they give wrestlers that are not getting time in AEW a chance. What else is there? I like their production. They got good production. Cool. What I don't like about AEW, what I don't like about AEW, because it's the same thing. What I don't like about it's the same company. Yeah. What I don't like about Ring of Honor is the fact that they don't give me a reason to sit up and watch it. There's no reason for me to watch it. Secondly, I don't know, man. It just needs to feel like, it just doesn't give me a reason to watch it. I don't know why I need to watch it. Like, for example, I know why I need to watch Dynamite, because the stories in there will lead to a sick pay-per-view. But whereas the only time that only kicks in for Ring of Honor is when we're getting towards, what's it called again? What's that WrestleMania thing?
Supercard of Honor.
Supercard of Honor. If I'm going to watch Supercard of Honor live, then I'll watch Ring of Honor. But for now, why am I watching it? Yeah, it doesn't really change anything.
What about you, Earl?
I don't watch Ring of Honor. I don't have the time and I don't have the energy. I just what don't I like about look, anytime I've seen it, it's fine. The wrestling is good, very good. But it's not important. It's inconsequential. Yeah. You don't need to watch it. There's not, there's a lot of good wrestling on TV. Like, even if you want to watch WWE or AEW, there is how much hours of WWE and AEW is there? There's 4 hours of AEW. WWE is 2, 3.
No, there's
5.
more. There's more now.
There's 7. There's 7
Evolve
hours.
is today.
That don't count. This is
okay.
as
in the main show, SmackDown Raw. Okay,
yeah, you got
that's
that
like
and
6 hours
NXT, yes. And then you add that to the So there's a lot of wrestling. It's like you need to stand out for people to watch a show and take their time to watch a show, and they don't do that. Also, like the roster as well. I just would prefer if they just had their own guys. Ring of Honor, because it's like I look at the card sometimes and it'll be like fucking AEW main AEW guys will be on the show.
Matt Taven will wrestle Dynamite, but then also wrestle Ring of Honor. It's like,
why
bro,
is he there? It's just like
give this to someone else that's in catering. Like, allow it, man.
It feels like heat. It feels like heat.
It is too many. You know what it is, right? That roster is so big and it's great. People have got opportunities and they could easily just. And I'm not into. I hate the term brand split. That's one company's thing. But Ring of Honor should have their own roster. And I know that they were looking at getting a TV deal, and I know that's still in the works. And when they do have a TV deal, maybe they will have their own roster. But even now, it's like, just do it now. Just do a hard, a hard roster split for them, and then they can just maybe a guy can book that show around what they have, like a regular booker could, because instead of having Matt Taven or fucking Big Bill or whoever it was, Chris Jericho was on the show a couple of weeks ago, and he's a champion.
He's a champion,
but it's like it's just too random for me. It's just too random.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went on a bit.
What about you?
I don't watch Ring of Honor.
There you go.
Yeah. I have nothing to say about it. For me, someone that grew up watching Ring of Honor, the fact that the Ring of Honor essence is no longer there, it, like you said, it feels very inconsequential. It doesn't feel like
you need to watch it.
I don't feel like I need to watch it. It doesn't even feel like if another wrestler from another company comes to wrestle there, it doesn't feel like a big deal. Whereas before, like, no matter where you were, no matter what company a wrestler would come from or what indies they came from, if they wrestled in the Ring of Honor, it felt like a big deal before. Yeah. Whereas now, if someone like, I don't know, if Hiromi was to come into a Ring of Honor, for me, it's just like, it doesn't feel like a big deal. Because
unless if
one, I know whoever he's facing, he's probably going to squash them.
Yeah.
Or unless it's on a pay-per-view where it's like you've been promoting this match for a couple of weeks.
I have a question.
Yeah, if it's like a Supercard of Honor, then yeah,
I have to watch it. I have to watch it just to get.
I have a question.
But knowing them, they will give us flipping Commander versus fucking Vikingo, like they gave us like 5 times at the pay-per-view.
I'm sorry.
Is Ring of Honor still the 3rd largest wrestling company in the United States?
No,
I thought
it would be
TNA?
From a touring aspect, it's New Japan.
Okay.
Yeah,
in America.
They've got New Japan stronger.
They sell more tickets than any other promotion. They sell more than TNA.
So since they've been acquired by AEW, they've dropped in rankings.
They've never.
Because like before,
they were purchased and they're under the umbrella. They're not a separate organization. They don't tour or anything. They just work tapings for. They work AEW.
They film bare tapings in one day.
So it's not.
I must be tired.
I even said to the Mandem last year at Philadelphia, I was like, from today, I'm never turning to AEW. I'm never turning up to Ring of Honor again.
Why?
That Ring of Honor show that we went to was one of the worst shows I went to.
Why?
That was the show with
on the WrestleMania weekend. It was with
Dawn Castle
versus
and
Jim Morrison.
John Morrison.
John Morrison.
I remember that show. Oh my god.
Briscoe. It was Finn Briscoe.
that was the worst fight without on the match I've ever seen in my life.
What was that? Briscoe? It was Briscoe versus
Briscoe
and Jay Leaf. Was Jay Leaf for? Was Jay Leaf for it?
No, I don't think it was Jay Leaf.
I don't think it was.
It was Eddie Kingston.
Eddie King. That was a really good match.
That match was good.
That match
but,
was really
but
good.
that whole thing,
Yeah,
bro, people were yawning.
Yeah, but it's also a long weekend.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of wrestling.
No, but the one
you need to do something.
The one we went to in LA, that was the. I think
that was a banging show.
Bro,
That was a banging show,
That was a
yeah.
crazy
when we
show.
walked in there, yeah, Vikingo just on a flip through the table. I said yes, grab our seats, because you walk in and you can see the TV, like the TV's all around the whole stadium, innit?
Okay.
So when you walk in, you see the TV, then you go down the stage, you see the action. You're so close to the ring, bro.
That show was so good. And the main event
it
was
was great.
Claudio and Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proper banging match. I just want to say with I had a point to make and I actually don't remember it. So it's
Sorry,
not
man, I just
important.
jumped in.
No. It'll come back to me and then I won't give a shit.
Alright, cool. Let's quickly do WWE. Okay, let's do one thing. One thing you like, one thing you'll change.
I like how Triple H has transformed the company.
Facts.
Yeah. Triple H and Nick Khan, I say.
Yeah.
What's something you'll change?
Something I'll change about WWE. Maybe. Yeah. One thing I change about WWE, I think they need to make the World Heavyweight Championship more important.
Yeah.
I really hate what Gunther's doing right now.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like Gunther could be doing more. Like, Gunther shouldn't be this person that's coming around and just like insulting people for the first time. Gunther should just be quiet. Not quiet, but like he should just talk, but not this whole thing of like, look at these punks in the ring. Look at this, look at that, look at this. But it's just like, just come in and fight and just show that you're a credible champion, bro.
What about you?
I watch WWE sometimes. I don't know. It's unfair because I look at things differently from like you would. You know. I can only talk about from my
What do you like?
sensibilities. What do I like?
Yeah.
What do I like? I like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I think he's a fantastic babyface. I think Cody Rhodes is the best babyface in wrestling. I think he's he's always been excellent anyway. He's been excellent for years and years and years. It's just he's just such a good babyface and he doesn't lose. And I think it's important for a top babyface to never lose matches. So I think that's fantastic. What don't I like? I don't like a lot of stuff about it. It's over-reduced. The commentary's awful. It's so contrived and it's insincere. I think as a commentary team, you're selling the product to your audience and they need to believe in you and believe what you say. It's kind of like Jim Ross. When Jim Ross would commentate, we believed Jim Ross because we believed Jim Ross. And when he would tell us something was important, we believed him and stuff like that. Michael Cole, I've always thought he sucked anyway, but I watched him on Saturday and I thought he was horrendous. I
don't like Pat McAfee, man.
I didn't realize how shit that guy was until Saturday.
He ruins moments, man.
That guy is fucking terrible.
He ruins moments.
He
That's why,
said something that was just so off.
he ruins moments, bro. That's why I think Corey Graves and Michael Cole at WrestleMania 40 last year. I think that was great. But like Pat McAfee just
I didn't realize how shit
he brings like this weird not comic relief. What's the opposite of relief?
No, I just think he tries to put himself over and it's me. It's
Yeah,
just always
like-
he's just trying to be the center of what he's doing. I watched those shows, like that pay-per-view I watched on Saturday. I pretty much watched the whole thing. And oh God, that commentary, just too much for me.
Too much, yeah.
It's too much. And then also, I'm sure you'll talk about it later on, but listening to them talk about how dangerous the structure of the chamber is and how lives have changed for the, and no one's the same again. And then he'd be like, Liv Morgan in her 6th elimination chamber. I was like, how fucking bad is it?
6 times.
Yeah, and it's just like the other one, Bianca Belair is in her 3rd elimination chamber. And it's just like, oh, fuck off, mate. You keep talking. And then it's like later on when Sami Zayn and Owens are in there and they're doing their match with their WWE style weapons and he's talking about, he's a human being, and it's like there's nothing going on in this match that you don't see anywhere else. It's not that bad. It's like, and it's when you do that, it takes me out because you're bullshitting, you're lying or whatever, and it's just fucking annoying. Is all.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'll say.
They could easily sell the Elimination Chamber as like something like saying, do you know what, we've evolved over the years. These wrestlers back in the day used to wrestle on grates, but now they wrestle in a bit more safer and structure.
No.
Don't tell me it's safe.
Elimination Chamber is
You might as well wrestle the jungle gym.
Not safer, but I think more a thing of like, it's come a long way. We've come a long way.
No, you can't say that because it looks the same to me.
What, the Elimination Chamber?
The chamber looks pretty much the same.
The
It's
2002?
No.
No. All right, look.
Okay, yeah, go
when I say it looks the same, when you turn the show on and you watch the chamber, it's the same structure, it's the same setup. yes, it does look a bit lighter, but you don't need to say that. You can just tell everyone how dangerous it is.
I'm
fine.
I'm a be real. The way they used to present Elimination Chamber back in the day, it looks scary, bro. When you look at the pyro,
but hold on.
and then they got
The greats.
They got that as well. They got the video of the guy just beating the chains in, using molten lava to kind of put it all together.
But look
it
at the
looks
matches.
scary, bro.
Look at the matches, though, and you look at these matches, and you see the one I always talk about is the one from 05 with Chris Benoit and Jericho and those guys.
Yeah.
They're in there and they look concerned. They're in there and they're looking around at the structure, and in the entrance they're concerned. And in the pod, they look
Even
concerned.
the 2002, like when I remember, like distinctively looking at Triple H walking to the Soul, you could tell that this is fucked. Whereas now you see a man like Logan Paul coming
doing
in,
the entrance.
bro, just coming in.
Exactly, yo.
Excited,
Boom. Even CM Punk tried to do a bit of it, but it didn't work because the light had fallen on his head.
I watched women do their entrance. They did their full entrance and they looked at the camera and they did all this bullshit. And I'm like, you're in a chamber. You're like Michael Coles has said that you're never going to be the same again. It's your 6th one, but it doesn't matter. You come in and you just doing, and it's just you talk. That's another thing I could go on for it. But yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, the rest of the
when I say it's overproduced, it's overproduced. There's no need for this.
What do you like about? What's one thing you like about WWE and one thing you change?
One thing I like, we've got Triple H in a position of power. Everyone likes to criticize him, saying, Triple H is not good at creating stories or building wrestlers. I mean, let him cook, man. I like what he's doing right now. And I think in the long run, if there's something you don't like now, you're going to like it in the future.
One thing you change?
Death Rebel, bro.
Death Rebel.
Bad, man.
I ain't gonna front. I had no idea what Death Rebel was.
Do you know why?
I'm
gonna be real,
Death Rebel,
bro. Because like the theme songs don't hit the same way.
Ripley's.
Bro, it doesn't hit, bro. Val Venus's theme song hits more than a lot of theme songs today, bro.
Laps,
5
man.
years ago.
I'm gonna do it.
Laps, I love you, but come on, man. I don't need to bust it.
Like my
Hey, pause. All right, it's a hit and miss sometimes, bro.
Yeah, hit and miss. That's fine.
It doesn't move me, bro. I can't.
So
I can't
you're telling
listen.
me Solo Sokoa's theme not hit movie?
It is no,
Huh?
no,
Okay, Jacob Fatu.
no,
Bianca Belair.
no.
Bianca Belair.
I don't think. I think hers is CFOs. I think.
Rhea Ripley's theme song doesn't hit.
It's all right. I can tolerate it.
What about
in the gym.
Seth Rollins' CFO?
It
probably
is.
Death Rebel.
Seth Rollins is burn it down. It's all right.
Roman Reigns.
Ab's greatest.
There you go then. What we
No,
doing?
that's just one.
No, but this, but do you know?
They threw a lot of things at the wall and only a few stuck. Who made AJ Styles?
The new one. He's got a new one, so
new
probably
one.
Death Rebel.
That's Death Rebel.
But his previous one would be CFOs.
Yeah,
I call AEW.
There you go. This one was good.
AEW.
One thing I like about AEW, I think they've got a sick roster. They've got a lovely roster. One thing I think they could improve on is merch. I feel that they can capitalize more on the merch. And I'm talking like, when you go to these guys, when you go to these shows, like when I went to the All In, I saw a wrestling toy for $100, £100. Why is that £100 when you can get the same wrestling toy and elsewhere? I thought that they can do more designs, so like more, I don't know, cater toward more the kids. I don't know, like more like cool stuff they can do merch. So even so, what's this guy called again? The guy in the mask. He does cool. He's cool. He's a sick wrestler, superhero. The wrestler in AEW, he's got like a green.
What?
Green. He's got
hologram.
hologram. They can do more of hologram, man. So much more of hologram. Hologram comic. Sell that shit. Make that one of 1,000. Like, I don't know. Do more of merch, man. Make more money there. Make these wrestlers feel important.
Hang on, man. What about you?
Come back to me, please.
I don't watch AEW much, but one thing I have kind of paid attention to is the character development of Ricochet. I think that's one of the best things that I like so far.
I think I'll be real. In terms of AEW's character development of the 3 wrestlers, they do a good job. You know,
Yeah.
Hangman's one of them. Swerve Strickland.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't watch the product
Carl
enough
Fletcher as
to have a dislike.
Yeah. If there's one thing you want to change, though,
My AEW, I don't watch it enough to change.
okay.
Yeah, I think they've got the best roster I've ever seen a promotion have. I've never seen a roster like that. The WCW in 97, 98 has got a great mix of workers and stars. They had a really good roster. But I think AEW as a whole is an amazing roster. As far as like what changed, there's a lot I changed about AEW, but I think I think mainly the main thing is that I think when you look at the most success that they had Kenny Omega as the world champion. The Bucks were a main focal point of the show, but also their product was in. That's my alarm.
Let's get it on.
That's my alarm. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, when you look at the most success that they ever had, they were a clear alternative to their opposition, to their competition. It was completely different. And, you know, I don't know what happened, but when Max became world champion, they saw the bloodline and they saw the success that they were having. And I think what happened was that they started to listen into those outside voices, those people that said, you're not doing this right, and really ignoring all the success that you had before. And you've tried to go in another direction. And in turn, you've lost, you know, you've lost 40% of your own audience over the last 2 years, and you've lost a lot more as far as at the gate. And I think that they really need to look at where they were before. And it was, you know, people don't watch it. I don't watch it anymore, really. NK's gone. Like, you know, all these loyal AEW fans, they're gone because the show, it became something that core audience didn't want. And they need to understand that you're not going to win the WWE fan over because they've got what they want over there. And they might check you out every so often, but they'll never pick you over WWE. You had your own fan base, and now that fan base is turned off because they don't like what you got anymore. So they really need to just go back and do a hard reset. But it's not a one-off thing. It's the whole mindset. It's like you need to just focus on being a true alternative and not that sports entertainment stuff. Even now, they still do it on their show. And it's like, you'll have a show, an AEW show, where some stuff will be really good, pro wrestling heavy, and that's the stuff that's well received. And then they will do other stuff that'll be panned, and they'll, you know, and it's like they just don't learn. But, yeah. They just need to stick to
what they're good at.
Yeah, what they're good at.
Their strengths. What about you?
For AEW, what I do love is that they've got an amazing roster. And they have amazing pay-per-views. I don't think there's any company that could ever rival AEW when it comes to the pay-per-views.
AEW have got the best pay-per-views I've ever seen from an American promotion. Like, as far as, you know, people talk about an odd WCW show and an odd WWE show, and that's great, but the AEW have got a couple dozen of those.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
And that's one thing that I can say about them. Great pay-per-view, sorry.
Yeah. I think the one thing I would change is them make their weekly shows great again. I think that's where they've lost me.
Yeah.
Where I feel like they feel that because they know we're going to tune into their pay-per-views and enjoy their pay-per-views, that they can just do whatever they want week to week.
Do you know their pay-per-view buys ain't gone down?
I'm not surprised.
The attendance has gone down.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view, the TV numbers have gone down, but people still buy the pay-per-views because that is a solid investment. You know exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Sure, good TV.
Yeah. I just want week to week to be good again, because then I could feel like, you know what, I'm not wasting my time. I don't have to go on YouTube to be watching the clips anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Watch the whole show, and you wouldn't even bored.
Yeah.
That 2 hours
I used to be able to like stay up and watch AEW live. Now, I will be up and AEW could be on. People can be talking in the Discord. Brother, I don't care what you better watch it. I'm not tuning in until maybe tomorrow or the weekend. So
I remember them days, man. Shit.
Bro, I remember those days where NXT and AEW were back to back. I used to have both of them on the screen. I'll mute one, I'll mute the other. Bro, it was good times, man. Do you know what I mean? But, hey, man.
I watch NXT a lot, though. I think NXT is great.
Who won that war again?
There was...
I can't remember. I don't even care.
I don't think it was a war.
What war we're talking
there
about?
There was...
NXT and AEW.
I couldn't even call it war. I could just...
during the pandemic.
AEW,
the Wednesday night wars.
AEW cleared house, man.
NXT, they got moved off.
Yeah, they got moved off. They went to go Tuesday.
They wanted that to go to Tuesday.
Oh, man.
But they're on a different network they're on a...
CW.
CW's network TV and AEW's still on cable. So it's like more people have access to the NXT shows. So they're going to be watched by more people. Yeah. So when you see the numbers and people go, oh, NXT, more people, it's really an unfair comparison.
Yeah.
Kind of like saying...
It's like switching on TV, you got Channel 5, Channel 1, Channel 2, and it's on there.
And AEW would be on
like Sky.
ITV 3 or whatever.
Yeah,
ITV 2.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, another, I say, a sick week of wrestling. We had weekend, I'll say. We had Elimination Chamber. Had some few surprises in there. And also we got Revolution this Sunday as well.
That is a fantastic card.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That is one of the best cards.
I think I'll probably stay up for that. I want to stay up for that.
I'm definitely
I want to watch the cage match. I want to probably the live stream. I want to probably live stream that. But let's talk about. I think forget the whole. Actually, let's talk about Elimination Chamber. Jade's back. How do you guys
That
take that?
segment was excellent.
I thought she was. That was the best I've seen her.
Yes.
Like she was intense. Only thing that killed me was she came out with full makeup and
Yeah.
gear. And I was like,
She should have came out in no gear.
come out in clothes.
Like jeans or some sort of like.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
She sat down in a makeup
vest,
chair.
yeah.
And she said, I'm gonna go out there and beat this bitch up. And it's just so dumb. But she looked great.
She beat the shit out of Naomi though.
Yeah.
No, she
Even
fucked her
the chair bam on her hair.
She
The
fucked her
chair about
shit
the gate. Yeah,
Man said she beat the wheels off of her.
honestly, bro.
So what does this mean?
Breaks.
So what's happening is you up to date with it?
I'm just curious, what does that mean? Because I saw it and I was
So
like, there's no way they're having a match at Mania because that would be a disaster.
Yeah.
So, like, what?
So she was.
I think they're gonna have the match at Mania.
No way.
I think do you know what's gonna happen? I think they're gonna clear for Naomi for a while. Naomi's not gonna be on TV for a while, and they're probably gonna do like this whole thing up. Jay's gonna try and find out who done this to her backstage. That's all.
But why did she attack Naomi then straight away?
Huh?
Why did she attack Naomi then straight away? She's gonna find out.
Because she thinks it's Naomi.
So it's Bianca,
she
though,
thinks
right? It's obviously Bianca.
Yeah, it's Bianca. I think it's Bianca. But then it's weird because Bianca was in the ring when it happened.
But maybe Jade don't know.
That Bianca set up.
Yeah, maybe she don't know. I don't even think it was Naomi. I don't
think it's Naomi.
For some reason, I think it's Naomi, but I think Bianca's obviously like behind her as well. I feel like because don't get me wrong, Bianca was like screaming and showing concern and whatnot, but it was very Nollywoodish.
It could have.
That's WW acting, so it's like
It was very.
that could have been her best effort.
Like it was good. It was like all in all, it was a good segment to watch, and I was just like, you know what, I'm intrigued to kind of see what happens next. But at the same time, in my mind, I'm thinking, you know how people on Twitter they'll be making threads and they'll be doing character analysis and they'll be looking at certain people's behaviors and because Bianca Belair twitched her finger like this, it means this, and it's like, bro, come on, man. But I do think. I do think Bianca does have some sort of involvement in the attack of Jade.
Everyone's involved, bro.
When that happened, I just assumed, and I remember saying in Discord, I remember Jimmy was like, is it a spoiler? That's not a spoiler. I just think that it's her. It's just a bit obvious or whatever, but it's like, I just think that there's no way they're going to do that Naomi Jade match. I just think that is fucking disaster. I want it to happen. I think it'd be terrible. So I think they'll probably
do Naomi and I thought they'll probably do Jade and Bianca. But then again, Bianca's
got a title match, bro. She's got a title match. They're gonna do it. They're gonna have to do Naomi versus they're gonna have to start rehearsing the match from now.
Yeah, they're probably not gonna do Mania though.
They're gonna have to start rehearsing the match from now.
Yeah,
I thought she's been training though.
No, she probably has.
Yeah, she's been training.
So maybe they've been practicing the match.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe.
How'd you find the women's match though? Women's Elimination Chamber.
It was cool. It was really cool. It was good.
She's really good. She's improved a lot.
I thought she was really good.
She's improved a
Liv
lot.
Morgan,
She's improved a lot.
I think Liv Morgan started to grow on me a lot.
She's improved a lot.
Alexa Bliss showed out. I can't lie to you. I've never been a fan of Alexa. She looks good in the match.
I'm
not a big fan of Alexa Bliss.
I didn't think so.
I didn't feel
I thought she was alright in the match. I don't know. I've never been a fan of. I think Alexa Bliss is kind of.
I don't think I've ever seen her wrestle. I think that was the first time I saw her wrestle. I don't think she was that good.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I was just gassed by certain moments that she had, but I don't know. But Liv Morgan and Bianca, I could watch them wrestle.
Yeah, they're great. They're great.
They were pretty good.
Who else is in that match? That was
Roxanne
Perez. Oh, she's good, man. Bro, if there's one woman you're gonna watch in NXT or watch that's gonna come like up and come in,
It's not for me.
It's Roxanne Perez. I promise you, bro.
I've seen her wrestle.
I promise you. I think she's amazing.
It's not for me.
I think she's next up.
It's the NXT stuff with the face. It's the facials and the talking during the match. It's just not for me. Even when she was in there and she was like, "You're not my role model." I was like, "Fuck."
Who's that to you?
Oh, baby.
I'm a grown man. It's like, it's just too contrived for me, and it's like it's just phony. I just can't do it. As a wrestler, I think she's fine.
Yeah,
She used to do jobs on
Ring of Honor. She was Ring of Honor champion.
Yeah, she used to do jobs on. Yeah, she
And
she was.
she wrestled in AEW.
She wrestled AEW too.
Yeah.
She did jobs
Did a pandemic, didn't it?
on Dark. Yeah, I remember her doing jobs. I think she's a fine wrestler, but it's just I think with people like her, they go to NXT, and in my opinion, for my sensibilities, it brings out the worst in them. As far as the show and character and acting, and to me, it's just horrible stuff. But yeah, that takes me out of the match. But I thought Liv Morgan was really good.
She's great.
Like really good.
She's great.
I don't think Bailey is good.
No, she's washed. She's done.
I think she's toast. I think she's
finished.
She's washed.
I think she's done.
She's washed.
I can't lie to you. I don't think there's any redeeming factors
these are
about
like mashed
watching.
potatoes.
Because she's a fan favorite. That's why people still put
So that is, I just don't know, man, fuckers this, but it's that whole thing of like Bailey and Mercedes, isn't it?
Have they missed the boat with
they
Bailey?
need each other, man.
Missed the boat. She's like 40, isn't she? She how old is she?
I don't think she's like, I think she's like mid-30s or something.
Mid-30s. She didn't miss the boat. She's been around. She's done alright.
She's won the Royal Rumble. She's won all the.
She's done pretty much
Grand Slam.
everything, innit?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's...
Grand Slam, yeah, she's won Grand Slam.
I mean, she's still with the IC title now.
Yeah, so yeah.
Great career.
She's had a good career. I just think for what it's like with all these up-and-coming stars and having been around Rhea Ripley and being around Io Sky, I'm so sorry. Like, yeah, you're not them.
What are you saying? Bailey's not evolved.
She did evolve, but she's finished. She's washed. Her knees are, you know, she'd be alright. She'll have a good spot as long as she works there. Yeah. I just don't think she's top level anymore.
Oh, she's There's the what you call it? The women that's in the company and the woman that's coming up. Yes, it's gonna be tight, man. It's tough. It's tight.
But yeah, it was a fun Elimination Chamber overall. Anyways.
And Bianca won.
Yeah,
and that's good because she's awesome.
Yeah,
Bianca. Yeah.
She's super talented.
I just want to know what's going to come from this story.
Well, which one?
With Jade.
I have to find out.
Jade and Naomi, they've been practicing the match.
Yeah. I hope so.
Even now, they're still practicing now. They're cool. They make sure every
Actually,
spot is on point. You see how Macho Man used to write line by line each spot that happens? They're doing that for Jade.
Obviously, the tag team match I wasn't really fun. It was Trish Stratus's match.
That was for Trish, man. That match was medium.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
It was a fun match.
How did that look in the stadium? How did that look in the arena?
Oh, in terms of the light
arena. Yeah.
I'm not like they're watching.
Because he fell through the table.
Yeah.
Was the light on then?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I would not have watched that match properly because it's like dark and it's like you can't see what they're bringing.
If it's a spotlight, then.
But if they go to fair.
You know, I saw bits of that build and I thought they were both really good.
Yeah.
During the build, so when the show, I was like, "Oh, I'll watch this match," and I sat there and watched it. I was just really disappointed.
I was waiting for blood though.
Oh yeah,
I was waiting for blood.
It's an unsanctioned match, it's a
blood,
grudge match. It should have been blood, but I just WWE black weapons and shit like that, and it's just not for me.
I'm gonna be honest. Whenever WWE mentioned these special match types, unsanctioned, sanctioned, I just know.
But Cody and
they're not gonna really deliver.
The one at Royal Rumble was sick because I feel like it had everything in there, like the blood.
Oh, the ladder match.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Cody cut himself. That, right?
Well, was that accident? Was it? Because Kevin Owens was bleeding as well.
But that was right at the end, though, right?
It was
he
Cody bled first, then Owens bled towards the end.
For all I know, Cody done that by himself. In terms of, they probably told him not. He probably has done it anyway. Because they're not going to fire him. He do what he wants. So
yeah, I think they allow blood now. I'm not sure.
Depends on the person in the occasion.
Because depends on the blood.
Yeah.
We had the men's elimination chamber. How'd you guys find out? I was livid though. Again,
what we mentioned earlier in terms of like the wrestlers coming in, like it just felt like they were coming in for like a ladder match. Like there was no sense of like fear. There was no sense of like, oh shit, like you know how they usually sell it. This match is gonna change people's lives. It's gonna shorten careers. It's like, bro, these men are gonna wrestle for an extra 10 years.
Logan Paul came in and
hey yo! Full entrance.
Like, bro, Logan Paul was too happy going.
He saw Drake and he got gassed.
He was too happy.
He saw Drake and he got gassed.
But I mean, overall, I think it was a fun match.
I thought it was a good match.
I like Punk. I like Punk's role in that match as well.
What was Punk?
Punk was like, I feel like everyone wanted a piece of him.
Yeah.
And everyone that wanted a piece of him ended up falling short. Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and there was one more person as well. Logan Paul as well. All of them fall short. All of them wanted CM Punk. And whenever they went to touch him, he fell short. That's why I thought CM Punk was going to win. I thought John Cena done his thing, and yeah, the next thing was history making, right?
I watched it. I watched that match and I found the whole thing interesting because Punk kicked out of everything.
Yeah.
He kicked out of
everything.
Yeah. Because this is when I gathered he wasn't going to win because he kicked out of everything.
I thought he was going to win though.
Nah,
he kicked out. To me, when you watch wrestling like that and the guy kicks out of everything, they've done that because he's not winning the match to make him happy. And also, I don't know. I saw Punk come out there, and I don't know. I've watched CM Punk for long enough, and I just feel like I can tell when he's not happy about something. And he came out there, he just looked. I don't know. He's hearing everything. I don't know. He looked to me like he was just tired. And I don't know. I don't know if he found out he was losing or something like that. I don't know, but he wasn't happy with something or other. Anyway, I just think Matt Brooks is going to erupt at some point.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it.
Do you guys think he's ever going to main event WrestleMania?
Bro, I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be
this year. I think he's going to main event this year.
He's got a favour.
I think he's going to cash in on. No, but I think regardless of the favour, I think he's going to main event this year.
How?
I think we're going to probably get. Obviously, we're having this cage match with Seth. that's definitely gonna now. I think that match gonna now continue into WrestleMania. So he's probably gonna main event night 1.
You think?
How?
Hold on, so you think him and Seth are going to main event?
Yeah, night 1
because they're working next week. Obviously, that's
I don't think the feud's done.
No,
I don't think the feud's
some
done.
nonsense, and then they'll do it again.
Again, do it again at WrestleMania.
Okay.
This year's WrestleMania.
Yeah. Then night 2 will be night 2
ahead of Jay and Gunter.
They're not gonna main.
No.
They're going to main event,
If
bro.
Uso wins, that should be the main event, though.
If Uso wins,
if he's going to win, that should be the main. That should be last, right?
last time we had them, that was second on the card, wasn't it? Oh, that was because The Rock and thing were. I forgot about it.
If Uso wins, he should really close the show.
Yeah.
Not that I give a shit. I'm just saying. I just think.
No,
It's like, is it mad I say this, but it doesn't feel as special.
No, it doesn't. You're actually right. It doesn't.
Because he's not. Because we're not really seeing him.
We're not really seeing him. Yeah.
So that title's not.
There you go.
That title's not important.
But they have to.
But
But you're right. That should mean
I just don't see how CM Punk main events this year at all.
Well, it depends because if Roman is in that match,
Roman's not on any of the shows.
he's going to work. He's going to be at Mania. He's not going to miss out on that payday. So he's going to be.
Jade-
And I know the plan is for CM Punk to go against Seth and Roman.
I thought that was.
But I don't. Even
I
then, I
think
still
that's
don't.
one of the plans.
Even then, I still don't see how that's going to main event.
because Roman Reigns, big star.
Triple threat WrestleMania.
True, but then I don't know if I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to see CM Punk main event. There's no graps that CM Punk does that I want to see main event.
Unless there's
He did an interview last week talking about
He's fine with it.
Yeah, he's fine.
I feel like he's serving us. I feel like he's
Such
serving us.
he's such a fraud.
Bro, he's
Maybe
he's getting into that main event one way or another.
That's probably his in with getting with The Rock.
I don't know. I just think he found out that he wasn't going to win that match. It was that day, was it? It was like the day. So I just felt he looked so bored.
Looked so depleted.
Yeah,
Is it far off that they'll insert CM? Actually, that's not going to work.
Bro, it's a
CM Punk
possibility.
in CM Punk in the Cena and Cody match.
No.
They can't say
Not that. Maybe in the Gunther match with JAE EAUX.
If that's to happen, then
Maybe.
CM Punk has to let Travis Scott slap him.
No. Hey, yo. Travis Scott slaps on breaking people's autobots,
Bro, let's get
and
into that.
eardrums.
No, let's get into that.
And he's gonna slap.
Bro, I swear.
I was so angry for Cody, you know.
No, I can't lie. That slap was so unnecessary. It's even to the point where it's like, let's even talk about the whole segment in terms of.
I think that was one of the greatest.
I think that's one of the best heel
one of the
turns I've
greatest
ever
things I've
seen.
seen on WWE TV.
No, facts.
Hyperbole got me the next day because I was really gassed about it. But the more I felt about it, and I was like, it was great, but I could think of a couple ones better.
Yeah, I'll be real. I listed up the people, the ones that I thought were probably sick heel turns that were sick. Hogan one was sick. I think that's one of my top Hogan's one. Yeah. What else is there that I listed as well? I was gonna watch the Ole Anderson and thing one, but I couldn't find a good video to watch it. But yeah, I thought the Hogan
You
one.
got to understand context for that one.
Yeah,
Because if you just watch it, it's just a regular heel turn, but it's a 2-year build.
I need the whole full context on that. But I was comparing Hogan's one, which is one of my favorite, to this one, and I feel like the way it was done, epic, fam. Hogan's one was like slow. You think it was gonna say a thing, then he just does it, bam.
Oh, the leg drop.
The leg drop.
Well, they didn't smarten up the announcers or the camera crew. So when he comes out, Heenan spoils it because he didn't know.
Wait.
Because he comes out and Bobby Heenan's like,
Whoa.
Tony Schiavone's like, he's coming to save us, and then Heenan's like, but what side is he on?
Yeah, what side is he on?
Because he didn't know.
Oh shit.
They didn't tell him. So then he done it, and he was like, oh shit, or whatever. But during that match, because it was a handicap match.
It was meant to be 3-3 versus
It's 3-3, but the third guy didn't show up, and during the match, Luger was stretched it out. He hurt himself during the match. He didn't touch Hall and Nash throughout the match, but he hurt himself. So they stretched him out. So when you're watching the match, you think it's Luger. He's going to come out. That was a tease, and then Hogan came out, and he was the third guy. So they swerved us during the match, but you lose context because people just watched that.
Who watched that last bit? Yeah.
But
I need to watch that. But that was a bash of the beach, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the biggest one ever.
Biggest bash of the beach.
No, that was the biggest heel turn ever.
Because of course. Yeah.
There'll be never be anything that big ever again because it changed the business.
So I tried to compare that to John Cena's one, but I feel like John Cena's one was very well done because it's like
It looked better.
the build of it. Cody turning around saying "fuck you, Rock," And John Cena's in the back giving him, like, John Cena's like literally acting like he's like like his biggest supporter.
Travis Scott looked like
The Travis Scott's just like, they're getting on stage doing this.
was.
And what was he doing there? Travis Scott's just Travis Scotting, bro. And after...
Don't get me wrong, the visual at the end with Travis Scott leaving
it was cool.
it was cold. It was cold.
It was cool.
But everything else...
But this one, you see him? I thought those flies around him.
I thought it was budding, you know.
It's like, the thing is, I missed the whole stage, but it's like when I saw after the slap and I saw Travis Scott get the stage, I was like, wait, is he bringing out a whole zoo to come and smoke on TV?
That's not safe. I was like, that's not safe. Even when there was a part where the sage vanished, and it went something that came back. When they put it in his pocket, I would have said, "Come on."
There's even one point where Travis Scott, he's grabbing Cody's head and he's pulling him up.
Yeah, like that.
And John Cena's like, no, put that way down. I was like,
Cena's
nah.
got his legs.
I don't know what
and
he
they're
was
telling
doing.
him hold his arm.
Hold his
So
arm.
he gets one arm,
And then
he puts it down and grabs his head up.
I was like,
That
nah,
was
man.
choking him. I felt like that looked like an uncomfortable position, bro.
From on TV, the slap looked like he slapped his.
But it was here. It was his face.
But when you watch the other angle, that slap was terrible, bro.
Bro, I saw it. I was like, no, this is unnecessary. Like this, like
That deserves a receipt. I can't lie.
He's lucky it was Cody.
No, 100.
Yeah, that was Undertaker or something. Yeah, that would have.
Bruce or Brody.
Who'd have stood up straight away?
Scott Steiner. You wouldn't have done it to Scott Steiner.
Yeah. No, but that was one of the great. I think for me, one of the greatest things I've seen on WWE.
It was great. It was really good. I really thought it was
A
awesome.
lot of people that didn't watch wrestling. I went to the office
Came
on Monday. I went to the office yesterday, and my old boss was like to me, "Oh, like, what's a heel and what's a face?
John Cena.
And what's John Cena? Why is John Cena a heel?" And I just broke it down to him. He goes, "Oh, very interesting, man. They tell him it's like a villain versus the evil." I was like, "Yeah, it's basically
Bro, the
that."
amount of girls that spoke to me at Basement Grooves asking
John
me
Cena.
about, oh, did you watch Elimination Chamber? I'm like, what, you actually stayed up? She's like, yeah, because John Cena. And I was
Oh
like,
my god.
oh shit.
I saw it all over my
Timeline, yeah, bro.
Like, I'm talking about like this regular pop culture.
Yeah. It was on the news. It was on all the news.
Yeah.
BBC were
I-
reporting it, bro.
My shows, the shows that I watch, like the news shows and stuff, they were talking about that. I was like,
They're soon going to make reference on EastEnders. You know how
Yeah.
EastEnders, you just get an Easter egg.
taped it this today.
Was the Emmys? The Emmys was the same weekend as well, wasn't it?
Oscars.
Oscars, same weekend.
Yeah, Oscars. Is
Did they mention the Oscars?
No.
He didn't show up to the Oscars, did he?
No.
I don't think he was nominated for anything. He would have showed up.
He's never nominated for no motherfucking Oscar.
So what are we expecting from Cena now, guys?
We're not
New
seeing
attire,
Cena
new
until we're
theme?
not seeing Cena until May.
May.
Yeah.
We're not getting
Cena's
him at
working.
WrestleMania.
He's working in Africa. He's working in somewhere
We're
in
not seeing
Africa.
until May.
Cena's
that's
working.
when
mate.
he's-
May.
Yeah.
But
WrestleMania's
WrestleMania's
in
in April.
And when's it? It's April?
It's
When's the
April,
shows?
bro. Come on, man. You watch
I'm
wrestling.
sorry.
man, watch wrestling, man. What the heck?
I'm sorry. So that's far away.
I said,
think-
what's that tour that they used to do for
WrestleMania Revenge.
WrestleMania Revenge tour.
Let me see when he comes back.
Cena's coming back to work over the edge.
Over the edge. I'm over the edge.
Roadblock, end of the line.
I'm sure he's going to be doing. I'm sure he's going to be doing the European tour.
So he's doing European tour. That's when he
He's
comes
doing
back.
the European door.
That's when he comes
He's doing TV. He's got 30. I think he's got 34 dates left till the end of the year. He's got a lot of dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But it was a really good turn. It was. I really enjoyed it. Like proper.
He's not had a heel turn like that.
I'd put him over. At WrestleMania, give him the
Yeah,
title.
I'll give him the title.
Yeah.
Give him the title.
I mean, that'd be a sad WrestleMania.
He's got dates. He's working till the end of the year. So use him while you can.
Yeah.
Have you ever had remind me, correct me, have you ever had Stone Cold WrestleMania 17? Have you ever had another match where the bad guy has won at WrestleMania again?
Yeah, Triple H
Roman
won
Reigns
in
Triple H
2000.
won
was the
every
first one.
WrestleMania
Against
match.
Chris Jericho.
No, Triple H.
Oh, Triple H, that fatal four-way.
Triple H was a
Oh,
face
as a kid,
at that
yeah.
match.
He was the face.
When he faced Chris Jericho, yeah, Chris Jericho was there.
The face, yeah. Oh, but are you talking about the one, the fatal four with Big Show?
Yeah, with the McMahon.
Bro, I was upset at that match as a kid, you know. I remember that. Is there another thing in the 90s that's been like that?
No. He was the
In
first.
terms of like the bad guy winning at WrestleMania main
No,
event.
he was the first. He was the first, and then after that, they did it a few times after that. But yeah, it was as far as heel turns go, that was definitely one of the best I've ever seen. I think my favorite one, if I looking at it from an artistic standpoint, was Bret and Austin with a double turn.
That's about serious.
At WrestleMania in
WrestleMania,
Chicago,
sorry.
because I look at that because looking back on it, because you think of how complex that whole thing was. Because when Bret came back, they were like, "We're going to turn you heel."
Oh, you're talking about the blood from a stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, you look at it and they're like, all right, when you come back, he's like, I want to go here. All right, cool. So then they work out a 5-month plan of how to get him there. And he does it by and everything he did was justified because they fucked him over, and the problem was that he just kept complaining about it, and eventually people turned on him. So when they did the double turn at WrestleMania, it was just they manipulated us perfectly to actually want Brett to lose, and you really liked Austin by that point. And obviously, when Austin turned, he became the biggest star in wrestling. You know, so that was such a big thing at the time, and eventually he became the biggest star in one of the biggest stars in wrestling history.
Yeah, that match was great as well. Ken Shamrock.
Oh yeah,
that was sick. Yeah.
And Jim Ross was fantastic on that match too.
Jim Ross was great.
Yeah, fantastic match.
You main evented that WrestleMania?
Sid and Undertaker.
Sid Undertaker. Oh, that match was. I didn't really like that match as a kid.
Nah, it's a bad match. Bad match. But yeah, it was good. It was. I thought the show. I didn't watch the tag match, but I thought Elimination was good, and it was historic too. Like it was historic in that what happened at the end. It was a big fucking deal.
Yeah, they had a lot of stars. They had Drake there. I don't understand what Drake was doing when the cameras went to him, man. Just, when I see him do stuff, it just makes me feel cringy, bro. The camera went to him was doing this. I'm like, bro, you're Drake, man. They put the camera.
That's what I expect him to do, though.
But they put the camera on Nav. Nav was just like this, like
it was chill.
Like,
No, but that's how Nav is, though.
No, but I don't know, man.
Like Drake is a very cringy person, and you expect Drake to be doing all of this. Like that's how. Like if you watch his music videos, that's what he does. Like that's Drake. So I don't expect anything less from him. Do you know what I mean?
I want to. Do you know that one?
If Kendrick Lamar was to be sitting there doing all of this,
I'd be like, whoa, yeah, like whoa, what the hell,
brother?
It's like what's it? Is there when you put a camera on a box and do this? They do that whole like.
Yeah, they do.
They love that one. Boxers are the funniest people on earth. You take a picture of a boxer, all they know how to do is this.
That's my little brother does now.
They just pose like that.
I love when they keep the camera on them for too long and they're just like.
It's not a shadow box.
For way too long.
Is this not wrestling related? But you might see the egg slap.
Oh yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
That is great.
Man had the egg in his jacket the whole time, bro.
Okay, after. All right, cool. What's the word after? But yeah, Elimination was cool. You want to go down this Revolution card?
Yeah, let's go for it.
I've got a mini game after I want to play for you guys.
That's a fucking crazy.
Let's go for Revolution, man. I'm looking forward to Revolution, man. I always love Revolution because it's my birthday weekend. So for me, I'm just always just like, you know what?
What match are you looking forward to the most?
Takeshita and Kenny.
Yeah.
Takeshita and Kenny.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely think Kenny might be my favourite wrestler of all time now.
I think Kenny Omega is the best wrestler I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's overtaking Chris Jericho.
Oh no, Chris Jericho is still my number one wrestler.
I don't know.
In terms of like just purely work rate, like I can't lie. I genuinely don't. I can't think of anybody better than Kenny Omega.
I don't know how he was in your
Fuji.
I've never seen him.
Yeah.
I don't know how he was in. You done that thing at Park when we were doing the top 5 wrestlers. I thought he was going to mention. You didn't mention.
What, Kenny Omega?
Yeah.
What's your top 5 now then?
Our top 5 now.
Kenny went in your top 5 before, I don't think.
So I'm probably taking out. Wait. So my top 5 now: Chris Jericho, Kenny. This is no order. Well, Chris Jericho is always going to be number 1, but Chris Jericho, Kenny, Bryan Danielson, Stone Cold, and. Oh, it's hard. I might just have to take out Marufuji.
The end is near.
Randy Savage is in your one as well.
Randy Savage, yeah.
Take him out.
Take out Marufuji.
The end is near.
I'll never take Randy Savage out.
Never.
I love Randy Savage so much.
Bro, he's been mentioning Marufuji for
I got Randy
years,
Savage
bro.
tattoo, you know.
I want to get one.
Yeah, I remember. Is it here?
Just sit it on my leg.
I remember. Yeah, there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Randy Savage tattoo, man. Yeah. I think Randy Savage is so.
He's one of the great. He's total package,
bro. He's excellent,
his total
man.
package, bro.
He's so good.
Oh, he's excellent.
Should we go through the show?
Kenny's the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, I had to add in my top 5, man.
Yeah,
I deeped it. What was it? There was one match I watched. I was like, yeah, can't lie, one of the best wrestlers I've seen.
He's gone, man.
Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration.
Skip that one. Those are the 2 people that he found. He found Orange Cassidy and who else?
And Mark Briscoe, yeah, versus Johnny TV.
And MXM.
I like Johnny TV and MX. I like Johnny Morrison and MX together.
I mean,
I don't understand the whole AJ thing. I really don't. I don't understand the benefit of it because I've yet to see anything come from it.
Yeah,
it's like I don't.
I mean, look, if AEW had speed, then I'll get it because speed has guaranteed views regardless, and speed will also do a video by it on his channel.
And he's going to be wrestling in the next year as well.
Yeah, for sure. And Travis Scott will be wrestling as well. But
apparently, yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's training. Yeah, crazy,
fun.
man. I don't know. I want to see video footage.
Hope he's lucid. I wouldn't want to wrestle
Just
him.
before that slap he'll give you. That should be his finishing move.
Bro, man said he gave Cody a black eye.
He's not gonna slap.
Do you know what's funny about
Fiend.
I saw his hand go back like this.
Hey, bro, how do you sell that? You have to be knocked out.
You can't even sell it. You just have to go naturally. Your chin is flash.
He slapped Cody's face into the other direction, bro.
No, Johnny hurt. Could he done this? I've never seen a wrestler act like that. That means it was real. For you to do this, that's terrible, fam. Okay, cool. Yeah, that match.
Man said it hurt so much, you had to go the other side. Trust me. I hear it. And you know the ones where like someone slaps you and
you put a skin stuff. Your skin lifted up. You get slapped by your mum, see you. Skin lifted up.
I wish you punched me.
Yeah, trust me. I'd rather a punch than that, you know. Because your skin starts to lift up. No, forget that. What do you guys think of that match? That trios match. I think that's
I don't care.
It's a pre-show.
I don't see the benefit of him. He doesn't. I don't know. I just don't see the point.
I don't care. They're obviously going to win. They're definitely.
This card is actually crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might,
like
on paper, it might be the best AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah,
ever.
I think so.
Genuinely.
This is their WrestleMania. Just cut it short. This is their equivalent to like
It's not.
Revolution. What's that? Is it All In?
He'll be all in.
Yeah.
But All In.
You talk about WrestleMania, but WrestleMania didn't feel like WrestleMania till about maybe 12 years in.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's only been like 4 all in, so.
Because I tried to watch the other WrestleMania when I was a kid. Yeah.
The early
Why did you
WrestleManias
record
are so
this shit?
cack, man. They're so
I said,
shit.
Dad, why did you record this shit? Man said Sergeant Slaughter now. Cool. Will Ospreay versus Carl Fletcher steel cage match?
I can't wait for this match.
I think this match might be match of the night.
Could be.
It could be.
It might not be.
It could be.
But there's many other stuff on there that's match of the night.
Yeah.
MJ versus Hangman.
We ain't finished.
Oh,
Well, it isn't all of the thought of this cage match, but Ospreay and Carl Fletcher, Ospreay's going to win.
They go together.
Yeah,
Like,
that match is going to be crazy.
one thing I love about wrestling is when two people who have like come in the company together, worked in the industry together for so many years, now end up on a big stage and are able to kind of showcase how great that they can be, and match after match after match, they just put it all on the line. These are the type of stuff that I love AEW for, because we're not really necessarily getting this anywhere else.
Yeah.
And the matches that they've had so far have been exceptional.
Great.
And they've all been better.
Yeah.
Than the last.
Yeah. And AEW giving them the freedom to be able to do what they want.
Epic.
I can't wait to see what these men do in the next 5 years. Because they're still relatively young.
Yeah.
Especially Carl Fletcher.
Yeah, especially Carl
So
Fletcher.
in the next 5 years, if they do run it back and it's for a world title.
You realise the over-under of that is at least 5 stars. It's 5 stars. That's
Yeah.
That's how good this match is going to be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of pressure, but my goodness, I'm really looking forward to this match.
And I think Carl Fletcher's in such a great place in his career
evolution of
where
Carl Fletcher.
even if he loses this match, it doesn't even matter.
Where was he this time last year?
Yeah.
He was having good matches on TV, but
Yeah.
he was losing.
Yeah.
Carl Fletcher's evolution, I'm going to need a video. I need a proper, because, bro, seeing him in progress as a tag team wrestler,
With his awful
very
hair.
skimpy,
And
very
his long hair like
long
that.
hair. I always thought he looked like Cristiano Ronaldo with long
Asymmetric
hair.
trim.
I always thought he looked like Cristiano Ronaldo with long hair. The scene where he is now, he put a video up on Instagram this week, and he was in his home gym, and he was just stretching out, and it was tense. I
got a
said,
new
bro,
physique.
this guy looks like he's on. I know he's not on it, but he looks like he's.
How do you know?
we know his PT, the guy that's been PT now. Not knowing, but we know of him. He looks like he's proper been working hard, man.
He was always good though.
Yeah, he's always been
Him
excellent.
and Mark Davis. I mean,
Mark
Davis always
Bro,
brilliant too.
Mark Davis is great, man.
Yeah. I'm
Progress
happy that
there.
he's got something too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard. As soon as he got hurt and Carl Fletcher was on
Just
TV,
went
off,
you knew he was fucked, really,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
But at least
He's still
they're
able
putting
to,
him somewhere. At least they're doing something. For
I
him.
think he'll probably get his because I think he needs a full character change as well.
You know what? Him being a tough geezer in the background that has matches like bruising type matches,
Yeah.
like Brody King, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that could work for him for the short term. Until he develops something.
Develop something, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. What else we got?
Oh, so we got Adam MJ versus Adam Page.
Promo
sick.
that they cut last week.
That was sick.
Yeah.
With the blood on the thing and after Christopher Daniels in the back bleeding. I want to talk about the camera cut. The camera.
And he was blading himself.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's
enough.
at this point, I know what to do. I know when it comes to blood and blading, AW, I know what to get.
When it comes to blood in general, because bro, if you're watching this live as well in the actual stadium, you often see wrestlers cut themselves and bang head. It's a given.
You saw CM Punk do it as well.
CM Punk done it. We've seen. I
The
saw.
way CM Punk done it was funny.
Bam, 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 bam,
I
bam.
was like, what? Jesus, man. Do you hate yourself that much?
Even I saw when Moxie done it and the camera was literally on for 3 seconds
yeah.
just doing that. But yeah, man, that was great. That segment was sick. They want Swerve at 6.
Hangman and MJF. I mean, this is just a start, but this is going to go on for a
Oh yeah,
for a while.
for sure.
But I think both of them need it. Like Max needs it because as talented as he is,
He's lost a lot of faith.
Yeah,
a lot of people have lost faith in him.
that whole thing with Adam Cole.
Oh God.
And that's a tough one. I'm not even going to blame that on that second time round on either of them because you kind of had to do it.
Yeah.
And you couldn't. They had to change roles because of the way things were at the time.
Yeah.
But he needs something. And this is it though, because this is where he's at his best when he's got something that he could actually really.
Yeah.
Sticky Stevenson.
And Hangman's just.
Hangman is the best.
Hangman's great.
Hangman is
great.
the best.
Hangman's great.
If there's anybody that you like, if AEW was in a dictionary, he'd be the picture that you see. Because
He's got believable. He's
the main character.
He's got something believable about him. I think his emotion, his facial expressions, the way he cuts promos, even though he wrestles like his life depends on it. When, for example, when he was doing the whole thing of Swerve, he wrestled like I want to beat Swerve up and I want him to like not leave this ring walking. And I love that about Hangman. Like he's probably on it, man.
And I love that that's not over.
Yeah.
Because they still make reference
They
to
still-
it.
yeah,
And that it's going to start again.
Yeah.
And then it'll finish. And then it'll start again. Until one of them leaves.
Yeah.
And goes to WWE.
So now I study here with the whole comparison with Stone Cold and The Rock. I think they could possibly have that sort of thing happen at AEW with Hangman and Swerve. Bitter rivals, they hate each other, fight to the end, and eventually,
I think even the beauty with that, with someone like Adam Page, is that it's not just Swerve that he has that kind of like rivalry with as well.
Got a few.
Kenny Omega as well.
Kenny and the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because he could grab a partner at any point and he could have a feud with the Bucks.
Yeah.
And they've got years of background history.
Yeah.
And if Cody came back, they could do that as well.
Do you think Cody will come back to AEW one day?
I've seen stranger things happen. Stranger things happen in wrestling.
Yeah.
Hey, they're offering the money, you'll go.
That would be crazy.
That'll be a lot of money there.
To me, that's the only guy that could turn AEW around. Any guy can come from WWE, and I don't think it'll matter. But he's different.
Yeah. My kids will be like, Daddy, I watch AEW. Bro, if I tell you how much they love this guy from.
They could afford AEW.
They can afford it more than
afford it.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
of course.
I think he's got 2 years left. I mean, when the 2 years comes up, he'll talk to them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Nah, he's gonna flirt with them, bro.
Yeah,
It's
as he
gonna
should.
rise the price for
course.
what
Yeah,
we have to offer.
As he should. Everyone should. What you don't want to do is you want to tie them up before they get the opportunity to speak to the other person legally.
Yeah.
So that's why Tony Khan signs Max and Kenny and the Bucks and Hangman way before
anyone's
their deals even expire. Because you don't even want them to go to the table elsewhere.
It makes sense.
Swerve Strickland, Ricochet.
Swerve's gonna win this.
Swerve's gonna win.
Did the
But
Jada Kiss laugh?
I really want a great match out of Ricochet.
Yeah. I think we'll get one. We'll get one for sure.
I think Ricochet. I think he's fine. He always has decent matches, but I don't think he's had that one match in AEW. Well, the freeway,
The freeway match.
the
was-
freeway
That was
wrong.
Takeshita, that was sick.
And he's had the Continental Classic. He had some good matches, but
yeah.
that one single defining match yet, I don't think he's had it yet. So hopefully this is it for him because there's a lot, guys like him and Swerve, they're going to look at the rest of that card and they're going to be like,
We have to show up.
We have to show
yeah,
up.
we need to bring our best because I don't know how, especially if they put him on after that cage match or if they put him on after Hangman and MJF because that Hangman and MJF one is potential to be great, but also emotionally, I think that is going to drain the audience.
Yeah. I think if there's anyone to be able to get an excellent match out of Ricochet,
It's
100% Swerve.
Yeah.
Definitely. They got the years of chemistry together,
And he'll win.
especially.
Yeah.
And you'll get that road back too.
Yeah.
I just wish I wish that they speak about the road more.
Yeah. I mean, they did make mention of it on Collision where that Swerve did say like,
But they own the
after
footage.
yeah,
They're on the footage.
yeah.
You know?
And
Well,
that's my
what's that?
problem.
What E? What was the footage?
AEW, they own the footage of the legacy of this road
Yeah.
and the people that have
Oh,
won it.
yeah. Sorry.
We just know that it's Nana's robe and it's important. But
Like, even if they had someone like Roderick Strong come and speak about the robe,
Yeah.
that would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
excellent.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or Nana, cut a promo
yeah, exactly.
about the robe, because I think the whole thing with the robe is great.
Yeah.
It's great, but they don't really tell us from what I've seen. So
Are they uploading like vault footages, like old footage of like more old stuff of Ring of Honor on the channel? Like, can I go back and watch
No.
Jimmy Rave? Is it Jimmy Rave?
you
Right?
go back into your archive on Honor Club,
Yeah.
And it's on there.
It's on
YouTube.
Honor Club, not on YouTube, no.
You might have the odd.
You
match
might
on
have the
YouTube,
one
but-
like a Free Friday where they'll probably like post some matches, but it's not like
I was trying to go down.
it's
that
not
whole-
extensive like WWE
I was
Vault.
trying to go down that whole route of like
That whole-
finding. Do you know that? Do you know that faction that Seth Rollins and Jimmy Jacobs was part of? What's it called again?
Children of
Children of Anarchy or
I
something.
can't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
I wanted to find.
I watched them in a
original.
tag match live once. Those
Oh, yeah?
two.
Jimmy Jacobs and
Jimmy
Seth.
Jacobs and Seth Rollins
In
the
UK?
main- Yeah, I watched them in a main event, and it was against Brian Danielson and Nigel McGuinness.
Holy smokes!
And Jimmy Jacobs did nothing in that match. I remember.
Shouldn't.
He did next to nothing. He was just working the audience, and Seth did all the work. I remember that. It's a good match. Obviously, it was a really good match, but he did nothing. I remember that.
That's jokes, man. Hurt Syndicate versus Outruns.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just want.
I think this is the outlier. You know when they say there's a fraud amongst us? This is the match.
What happened to Cage and Archer?
I think they're calling that one off because for me, as much as I want to see that match, I don't want to see Cage and Archer lose straight away.
Yeah,
But they lost to those goofs on TV.
But
So
No, they lost because obviously they got distracted, didn't it?
doesn't matter.
But,
Like,
yeah.
you could have lost to these lot on the pay per view.
No, but that Cage and Archer tag team could be dangerous, bro. I think they should be they should just go and just beat people. Like they should win a lot of matches.
I mean, they were initially doing that until they
lost to these goofs. Like,
I can't stand Outrunners. I'm so sorry.
nonsense.
I genuinely do not see anything like redeeming about this.
Nothing at all. Just a cheesy.
I like them in the beginning, but I like the whole branding of them and what the whole VHS stuff at the beginning. But
I
now
don't
it's
mean
just
this insulting you, but that's a gimmick that should be on Raw or something like that. That's
even when Raw wouldn't have that.
or NXT or something like
NXT
that.
wouldn't even have that either.
Go on NXT.
I'll be real with you.
This is
They've got those
NWA.
Matthew guys.
This is Billy Corgan. Like this should be on NWA.
Yeah,
Should be on
there you go.
NWA.
No offense, because I feel like WWE they've gone past that whole VHS stuff. And if they're gonna do it, they'll probably have like a throwback and it's done.
Do you know what? If they were just goofs on TV and they just did that gimmick and they lost in like 45 seconds or whatever every week.
Jobbers, yeah.
And it was
And
just
after they got that
funny.
one win and it puts them over.
Yeah, and that's fine
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
just have them get beaten all the time, but these guys are on pay-per-view. Yeah. And I hope Lashley and Benjamin don't sell for them. I really don't. That's crazy. They want to sell for private party. You know, they just
they
gave them nothing.
They beat the shit out of private
Gave
party.
them nothing. Not even Shelton Benjamin gave them much. So
I thought Stafford, even what's his name? What's the guy what's the one of the guys' name? Isaiah Cassidy.
Yeah.
When he came out of the belt, he looked upset, fam. He was like, shut. He didn't look like he wanted.
You maybe wanted to take some shots after. Because
me.
boy, you
They
fuming.
beat the shit out of them.
gave them nothing.
Have they even been on TV since they lost?
No.
No, don't think so.
Being a champion is not easy, boy.
not easy, bro.
Those guys, you know, I like them. They're fine with. They're where they're at now. They should leave, really. Guys like that, you've been there for 5 years, nothing's happened for you. It's go elsewhere.
NXT.
Yeah, go
NXT,
NXT.
yeah.
They're not the only
bro.
ones. Top Flight should leave too.
Or TNA. TNA is being
No.
NXT.
TNA couldn't afford
NXT, no, Shawn Michaels will love them. They'll use
Yeah,
Shawn Michaels,
they should go there and Top Flight too, because Top Flight when they came in 4 years ago, people were talking. They're in the same position they were 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And obviously injuries have got a lot to do with that, but still, it's like
They were selling Top Flight as like the next
They were-
big.
Yeah.
You know, that whole promo and stuff. Yeah.
And because the Young Bucks brought them in as well.
yeah.
So, I don't know.
that's the
It's
problem.
daunting, man.
That's the problem with modern wrestling because you sign these long-term deals, and really some of these guys would be best if they just worked a bit and then left and went elsewhere.
Yeah.
But then you've got guys stick around for way too long. Kofi Kingston's been in WWE for how long? It's
He's
like-
not. He's not left. He's always been there. He's never
It's
left.
been like 20 years probably. He's been
Remy Mysterio's
working
gonna come back. He's still there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheamus been there for years.
Where
It's
can you
like-
see Kofi Kingston go?
Sorry?
If Kofi Kingston was to leave WWE, do you think he would
Today.
Oh, you get a job. He could work anywhere he wanted to, really. But I mean, I'm just saying, as a guy, now he's probably
Progressive
best off
booking.
staying.
Huh?
Progressive booking for the.
I'll go.
The SSS.
No, he's
I'll go.
at this stage of his life, he shouldn't leave. But years ago, it would have been best if he went and disappeared
Yeah,
for a bit
and
and then
then
came
come
back.
back. Yeah.
You go, you come back. 3 years later, and you look at Cody.
Yeah,
You
push
go,
over.
you leave, you get over somewhere else. And then you come back and you're fine.
Yeah.
You did a good spot. Imagine if, like AJ, when Dynamite first started up and he was talking to them, imagine if AJ left and came back 3 years later. You'd have a whole new lease of life now,
Yeah,
wouldn't he?
yeah.
But movement in the wrestling business is good.
It's good.
Yeah, 100%.
Tony Storm versus Murray.
What's this? The
Falls count anyway.
False count.
Yeah. Yeah. Tony Storm's obviously gonna win.
Yeah, it should win, but I want a fucking...
But I want Mariah May to get a shit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
I want this to be
I
a
want a
very
blood, I want a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It needs to be. Yeah.
Because that angle that they did...
a collision like a few weeks ago.
the one where Mariah turned under that fucking incredible angle.
Yeah, that was
shoot.
Oh wait, was that when she was dressed as
No, that was the original turn.
When
Like,
she first turned,
with the
hill.
shoe, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And then they had the match in Wembley, and the match had nothing to do. It was just a
With
regular
what?
match.
Yeah.
It should have been a lot more heated, and I'm still yet to see that. So I want to see a brawl. I want to see a bloody brawl, kind of show people like what. I always say that AEW should be in a position where they should. The whole thing was we can do stuff that other people can't do.
Yeah.
Like you
But
saw
like
that
ECW.
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
The women's one.
Yeah.
Like, look what we can do over here. That should always be their motto. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah, for sure.
They've
Mariah's
definitely
been
been
a bit
selling
spoiled.
it the last few weeks as well, especially like both on Dynamite and Collision. So
Collision, yeah, sorry,
should be interesting. I just feel like where sometimes a lot of wrestling loses me is where they're selling this feud of, it's a lot of heat, it's a bloodbath, it's a blood feud, but when you get to the match, like we're doing like lockups and
It should
we're
be
doing
straight
technical
scrapping, man.
wrestling, and I'm seeing you do arm bars. Like, no, like I'm not saying you should do a hockey fight straight away, but at some point, like as a viewer, I need to be able to I should be able to show someone that doesn't watch wrestling, and they should be able to notice that, oh, this is a bit different from a normal match because you can kind of tell that there's tension between them, and a lot of the times with a lot of whether it be WWE or AEW, you don't get that. So
I thought I was gonna get out of WrestleMania 40 with Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso,
don't
and the
even
bell
get me
rang, and I
started
was
on
like,
that
"What the fuck?"
I remember I was on the show with Max before that match, and I said to him, "This could potentially be my idea of wrestling hell," and it actually was.
Watching that live was even worse, bro.
Really?
People booing, people that because I think after that match was the main event.
Was it?
Yeah,
oh,
the
wow,
tag team
there was
match.
that. Oh wow.
I forget if I'm wrong.
Probably, I can't remember.
But people were vexed. People
Being
were
in
like,
loading bar, bro, it was embarrassing.
Bro, it
in my
was
life,
long, it was
raw.
boring to
People
watch,
actually
man.
paid
Super kick,
to come
super
watch
kick, super kick.
WrestleMania with us, and this is what
That's what you presented them. It's your fault.
You can tell that.
I felt like I booked the match. I felt like fuck. I put these people out of their house to come watch this bullshit.
Even when the bell rang, you look at Jay's face and Jimmy's face. It looked like they weren't impressed. They were just upset.
To be fair, time did get cut, but at the same time, even the
That's
time getting
no
cut,
excuse,
that's still no
bro.
excuse.
Yeah,
That's
man.
no excuse.
That's still no excuse, bro. Come
And I
on.
can't even blame on the heat because the blame on the weather because them man were under heat. We were cold. We were shivering. We were pissed off. What the fuck if we
Where
just
was
match?
that? It was Philadelphia.
Philadelphia,
right?
bro.
in
Yeah,
April. It's crazy.
they should never do that again. But yeah.
What else we got? I don't remember.
Takeshita versus Kenny Omega.
Okay, I'm lost on the result on this one because one, I don't think Kenny should be losing,
Kenny's winning.
Kenny's winning.
There's
yeah.
no other option.
Kenny's winning, yeah.
but then at the same time, I don't see Takeshita pinning him for a third time in a row.
But here's the thing, right? So
I'm
Kenny-
banking my prediction on
Kenny
this.
Kenny needs to win. Kenny has to win.
Yeah.
There's no other option here. First big time match back on pay per view. He's been off for a long time. He has to win. Takeshita will be fine. I know people like Takeshita and he's a great wrestler, but he's going to be fine. One loss isn't going to kill him. He's losing to Kenny Omega, not fucking
Outriders.
beer. Yeah, he's not losing to the Outriders. He's losing to Kenny Omega and most likely over a 5-star match.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, it's going to be fine. And Kenny, big match Kenny Omega. I mean, God, that match he had in the Dome was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen.
Bro,
With
listen,
Gabe Kidd.
that's definitely in my top 5 matches.
And you were in the Dome,
You don't
kind
yeah,
of as well.
yeah.
I will never listen. That match for me is one of my top 5 favorite matches of all time.
Dude.
Genuinely, when I was chatting to Trent about it as well, I was like, I don't even have words for it. I can't even bother to describe how I feel because
watching
that
that
match
match grin- I was
was
watching that match grinning, bro.
insane.
Yeah.
That match was
I knew
insane.
it was going to be great, but then
It completely, honestly, for me right now, it's the best match this decade.
you're talking about grudge matches. Look at the fucking thing that Zayn and Steen did on the pay-per-view the other day.
Yeah.
That's a grudge match, yeah? That's a grudge match. Look what those guys did in the Dome. That's the difference, what we're talking about here. Like, there's levels to this, bro. Forget me. And I understand people like what they see, and that's fine. I'm just saying, if you haven't seen that match with Gabe Kidd and Kenny Omega, you need to see that match. That match is intense.
Generally, there's been plenty of great matches this year. I don't think there's going to be a match that tops that.
No way.
I don't think there's
If
going to be a match
there is,
that
well, then we're fucking lucky. But
yeah, I don't think there's going to be a match that tops that. And it will be, very, very hard. And if anyone is to top it, it's probably going to be Kenny or Will. And even
what's the
then,
match? What's the match that's going to top it?
I genuinely don't know.
Do you know what match I want to see? I ain't going to front. Kenny and Will against the Bucks. Do you remember the match that they did in...
That's cheating.
Do you remember the match they did in New York with Kyle Fletcher and Will?
Wait. In AEW?
They did the match. They did the tag match at Grand Slam. Bucks against Kyle Fletcher and
Will
Ospreay.
In Australia,
match
yeah.
was
ridiculous. That match is incredible.
Yeah.
So if they come back and replace
Cheat code.
Fletcher with Kenny, that match. That's a match that might be.
Yeah.
Even then, it's not going to be as intense. It's apples and oranges, really.
Moxley versus Cope. Edge.
Yeah, you call him Cope.
I don't know how I call him Cope, man.
Yeah, you read it. That's why.
Yeah, like Edge.
Yeah. I think it would be a good match. But I'm not bothered about it. I can watch it.
Have you ever been watching AEW like regular? So I wasn't really invested in the storyline, and
Until when?
Until I think when Moxley cut that promo, when it was like, "This is my ring, this is my AEW, blah blah blah." Not saying I invested, but I kind of like got more like said, you know, I want to see this match now.
I heard it's been good for the last couple of weeks. It's been good.
Yeah,
It's been
decent.
I haven't seen any of it. I think it'd be a good match. I know people were shitting on it, but I think the match would be really good because those two are really good.
Yeah, they're great.
And I think there'll be blood in there and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be a really good match. Moxley will win.
Yeah,
and he should win.
Yeah.
And then we haven't mentioned Swerve and Ricochet. The winner gets
to fight for the
so-
world title.
yeah.
Oh yeah. The winner
that'll
gets
be
number one.
Swerve
Definitely winning
against
that, bro.
Mox. We ain't had that match, have we?
Nah.
I don't think we've had that match.
No.
You build that for a while. That's another one that'll be fun.
That's gonna
I
be
forgot what there's one match.
chaotic, bro.
Mercedes Moné versus Momo Watanabe.
Well, that'd be good.
That's gonna be a fun match.
that'd be
Mercedes
good.
is clearly gonna win.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure this is leading, obviously with Billy Stark's involvement with Momo as well. I'm sure this is going to lead to Athena.
What's her thing?
Because obviously she's wrestled in Japan, so she's friends with Momo.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this is obviously, I think this is going to lead to maybe Mercedes versus Billy at some point.
And Mercedes versus Athena.
Mercedes versus Athena. She's going to take Athena's belt. Yeah.
She's gonna take Athena's belt as well.
I won't be
That'd be good.
surprised. I won't be surprised.
That'd be good.
I won't be. She's taking everyone's belts.
Take
bro.
the belt.
So it's getting
You're not going Stevenage, are you?
For wrestling? No, man. Those days are over.
Stevenage.
If she,
And Alfie, let's go.
if
Stevenage,
if they were in London, I'd
Yeah, London. I'll be York Hall,
yeah,
man. I'll be there, man.
Yeah, I'd go, but I'm too busy.
Stevenage is long, man. That's long.
It's right
And
over there,
Alfie,
isn't it?
let's go. We'll go.
Go Stevenage for what?
Yeah, we'll go.
Only time I go to Stevenage for that big M&S, bro. The big M&S. Have you know the M&S in Stevenage?
No, it's-
Bro?
It was a big.
Bro, like 3 floors, bro.
Oh, shit.
Humongous. One of the biggest M&S's I've seen in my life.
Marble Arch is 3 floors, isn't it? I think Marble Arch is 3 floors.
No, but wide.
Wider, yeah.
Wider than the Marble Arch one. Yeah. Proper nice. And they got good food there.
We should go there to watch Mercedes and go to M&S.
Yeah, you should do it. You should do it.
Make a trip out of it.
Yeah.
M&S, Mercedes and Sasha.
There you go.
He's quick.
That's a quick. That's bars. Bars. He's a rapper. But yeah, that's the card. I think they're gonna add more matches today. It's in LA as well. Crypto Arena.
There's 3 on the pre-show.
It's in the Crypto Arena as well. Crypto Arena is amazing though. When we walk past it, you just feel it, like it proper feels like grand.
They've got over 9,000 seats sold for that one already.
What's the crypto arena called before?
Staples Center.
Oh yeah.
Staples Center. You remember they had WrestleMania 22 there?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
22 was Hollywood.
Chicago.
Chicago. It's in Chicago. Is that when John Cena was doing that? John Cena, the poster John Cena hitting Big Booker T.
Vince and
Donald Trump.
no, Vince and Sean did.
Oh,
Chicago.
when they done Vince
that
done
was-
shit,
That's 20 WrestleMania 22.
What was WrestleMania Donald Trump?
23.
And where was that?
That was in Detroit.
Donald Trump.
I'm sure they're going to probably give Harley Cameron a match or something.
They should. Let's give it to her on the pre-show. On the pre-show.
She was decent that match with Mercedes.
Yeah,
In Australia.
That was Mercedes, bro. Look.
She had a match. She had a match against Diana last week, and then she went on Collision this past Saturday. She like just went to go check some commentary. She said, I did my finishing move, but I didn't have a name for it. And she said, that's it, finishing move. So when you say, she's about to hit her finishing move, that's my name, finishing move.
You know she came up with that. You know she came up with that.
She's excellent, man.
Funny.
I remember when I was told all the things that she can do. Like she's a CPA, and I don't remember because I remember writing it down in the Discord.
She's a puppeteer. She's a puppeteer.
She's a ventriloquist.
She's a lawyer.
She's a CPA. She's a real estate agent.
Yeah, real estate
qualified
agent,
real estate agent. She's obviously sings, she raps, she does all this stuff.
This is a modern day Mick Foley. Dude, love mankind.
I can't fathom someone being that good at so much things though.
Yeah.
And she's pretty decent at wrestling too. She's alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's good,
yeah.
You also like that.
They need to keep her because
WWE was sniper.
Oh, yeah.
And she's got bare friends in WWE.
Yeah,
she's
all
good friends.
friends-
She's good friends with Rhea Ripley.
She lives in
She's
Florida.
Australian, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's good friends with Rhea Ripley. That's the first time I saw her.
They
had
tried.
pictures together.
The first time I saw her was she done a music video with Scarlett and
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's her name?
Shotzi.
Shotzi, yeah.
And she was obviously married to
Zion Quinn, but they broke up.
Yeah.
Well, she did the video with the Iconics too.
Yes.
When they
Oh,
were
really?
in TNA,
Yeah.
she did their
She
theme
did
song.
she did their theme song.
What's it?
So
But she makes music.
she legit makes music.
She
Yeah.
does music.
Nice.
Remember she
Her
rapped?
theme song was sick.
Sure?
I like her theme song though. She made it herself. Yeah.
Remember when she rapped when she was doing that feud with the Acclaim and she rapped better than Max Caster? Not that's hard,
She
but
rapped.
she rapped. Yeah, go back.
She's good, fam.
She
I'm gonna
watched
check
it. It was
that.
good. Like,
Yeah, she was part of QTV. Like she's
QT.
yeah, she did.
She
video.
was. She was the main girl.
She did a
Yeah.
rap video. She
Shit,
was good.
man.
Like,
Mm.
Yeah, no,
Is she ever? Is she just been at? She's just been at AEW, innit? She hasn't been to WWE.
she's only no. She's only just got into wrestling.
Yeah,
Like,
because her husband was her ex.
she started training and
Yeah.
she got.
Became good at it.
She was there and they liked her. And how can you not really?
I feel like in America, the amount of training schools in America, yeah, you'll get good so quick, man. Because a lot of these wrestlers that are there have been in WCW, WWE, all around, even in independent circuits. There's no excuse. Some of them are just like, even that Santino guy, you can see a lot of guys.
the
in his
Santino
thing.
Bros. Yeah.
Like he was wrestling at XW. What's this guy called again? The guy that owns it. He wrestled at XWA. Not XWA. Not XWA. What's that promotion that the promotion that was birthed from ECW?
Those bears.
XWF.
No, XPW. Yeah.
XPW.
Yeah. He used to be an XPW.
Who's fucking with that?
His name. Let me show him. But he owns this company, and you can tell the wrestlers that are there, they're gonna be something big, man. They do some mad drills and shit. You know the guy. Let me send.
But that's the thing with a lot of those wrestling schools in America, they're actually like in their own buildings. It's not like with a lot of wrestling schools here where they rent out like sports shows and stuff like that. So they've actually got facilities that they can go to every single day and actually train. So
Keyword facilities.
What's this guy called? He's pissing me off, man. He was in the Dark Side of the Ring as well.
He was in Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah. He was talking about the XPW thing. What's this guy called again, man?
Was it Supreme? He was on that.
He looks Mexican. Oh, what's this guy called again?
I'm half black and Mexican.
I know black, I Dominica.
This pissed me off, man. I just watched him last week, bro. I had to do it. He does like how-tos videos. Yeah.
Oh, that guy. That was Oh God.
Forgot his name.
What is his name? Because I used to watch XPW. Unfortunately, what was his name? He was the undercard guy. Was it Chaos? What was his name?
I think so.
Was that Chaos? That guy?
It might be. He's the one that was in the crowd when they went to invade. Remember that ECW? He was in the crowd.
I remember watching the tape about 5 days later.
Yeah, XPW.
XPW. We used to get the tapes.
Yeah, Joey Chaos.
Joey Chaos. Yeah. So we used to get the tapes. The TV. Just get a month of TV at a time.
A month of TV.
Yeah, because you get episodes 1 to 4. You get 4 hours.
Did you order on eBay?
Nah, eBay didn't exist back then.
Oh shit.
You get tape traders and you get 4 hour block of XPW TV. You sit there and just watch it. I like to watch it. I'm like, this is terrible show. Absolutely terrible show. Used to get that. I used to get the ECW tape sent to me. That was always fun till the end when it got really sad.
Yeah.
And Nitro and Thunder used to always be on TV anyway. So
It used to come off the Cartoon Network or Channel 5.
yeah, and then it became Bravo.
Yeah, Bravo.
'Cause,
Yeah.
they dropped them in '99, and Bravo got them in 2000. They got both of the shows.
Yeah.
There used to be we had a lot of wrestling on TV.
So much. We had SmackDown on. We had Raw. We had Heat on Channel 4.
Channel 4.
Then we had SmackDown on Sky One, which was mad weird because why wasn't it on Sky Sports?
UWFI was on Bravo.
Oh, shit, was it?
WCW, yeah, I used to watch
New Japan was
UWFI.
on
No, on
Eurosport.
Eurosport. Yeah.
Eurosport.
Yeah.
First time I ever watched Chris Benoit wrestle was on Eurosport. He wrestled Juice and Liger.
That's
I remember that
crazy.
match. And I remember thinking, Jesus, such a good. You know, when you watch WWE and you watch the stuff, and then you see that, and it's like,
Yeah,
So-
TNA was on Spike TV.
But see,
I'm already saying that because I'm trying to join in.
we didn't have.
I was here. It was on the wrestling channel. Then the
it's on
channel.
Wrestling Channel.
Then it was on Challenge TV,
Challenge. Yeah.
and I think it had a stint on Bravo at one point.
Yeah, it was on Bravo.
TNA.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I have no memory of that.
Bravo was sick. What happened to it? It just died out. Bravo had some good
It
stuff.
probably
on it.
got renamed.
Fear Factor. Do you remember Fear Factor was on there?
Didn't wait? I think Bravo got renamed.
To what?
I don't know.
Just
I don't
fucking
know.
up the brand.
That's like
Trust
Bravo.
Bravo was good.
Yeah, Bravo was good.
I'm sure TNA was on Dave at one point as well.
Yeah, it was.
TNA's had
They've
many
had a lot
homes,
of changes.
Yeah.
TNA. They've had a lot. They're on Challenge TV now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Challenge TV. I haven't watched TNA fucking.
I remember they used to have Dirty Sanchez on Bravo. Do you remember Dirty Sanchez?
I had no idea what the concept of Dirty Sanchez
It was
was.
like Jackass, but British.
Yeah.
They used to put like.
Oh, really?
I remember they put
know that one
pepper in their eye. Then they had to put someone's ball bags on. It was bare weird. Yeah, bare weird. Someone put like an ant on their ball bags, and the ant.
I was one of them, the ones that sting the.
Yeah, that sting you. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, what the hell am I watching, bro? As a kid, like, it's watching shit.
Yeah, as a kid, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
As a kid.
Have we got time for a thing? Well, we probably have to wrap up now.
What game was you gonna?
Oh yeah, I had a game. So guys, I'm gonna give you this game quickly. So you guys in teams, the first to like 3 points wins.
Oh, cool. I'm terrible at quizzes. I'll be wrong.
Go on.
Cool.
I'm
Let
so
me
shit at
hear. This
quizzes.
is it's pretty easy. I was gonna bring buzzers and everything, but yeah. Cool. Let's do this. So, you guys all agree on a promotion, and I'll find the. So the promotion I've got is AEW, WWE, and New Japan. So pick a promotion.
Whatever.
WWE.
WWE. Yeah. Cool. I don't think I should answer this question. I was gonna get straight away.
All right.
No, I'll skip
Okay, let's
this.
get it. Okay, cool. Let's get this. Which WWE event featured the first ever Elimination Chamber match?
Survivor Series 2002.
Is that you sure?
Yeah.
Cool, correct. That's 1 point for you. Alright, cool. Next promotion. Who wants no promotion? AW.
Sure.
AW. Cool. AW. Who was the first person to kick out of the Kenny Omega's One Winged Angel?
It's not in AEW.
Trick question.
You told me.
Someone kicked out of it.
Kota
and it's
Ibushi.
Kota.
Kenny Omega.
That doesn't count because you said Kenny Omega's
No,
one-winged angel.
yeah.
It's Kota Ibushi, really.
In
But
AEW.
But in
Yeah,
AEW.
in AW, yeah.
No
One's kicked out of it. Kenny Omega kicked out of John Moxley giving it to him.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Nobody, yeah.
Oh, so nobody or
Yeah,
John Moxley?
nobody. Yeah, it's a point. It's a point.
Do we all get the point? I mean,
No, you don't. No,
who gets the point then?
No one.
All right, cool. So no.
Alright,
Is
cool.
that an
Let's-
answer?
I'll ask another question.
Come and see Quizmaster.
I'll ask another question from AW. Who was AW's first world champion?
It's Jericho.
Oh, I guess it. Alright, cool. Let's go down to New Japan. Who is the longest reigning IWGP champion of all time?
Is it consecutive?
And give me the
reigns?
days as well. If you get days, you get an extra point.
I wouldn't know the days, but it's Okada.
Yes.
720.
And how are we gonna do this?
Okay, there you go.
How are we gonna do this?
We'll split it off.
Alright, cool. So that's what you got 2 points.
You've got two.
Alright, cool. ECW now.
I'll get this. Go on.
Who was the final ECW champion before WWE shut down the brand in 2010?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, Ezekiel Jackson.
Whoa, yeah. How many points?
I saw this recently online as well, you know.
Cool. Okay.
I was hoping you say 2000. I said 2001.
Let me okay, this one more promotion.
I don't count that as ECW.
But I remember, right? What's it? Ezekiel Jackson. He beat Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, cool.
Bro, he's technically still champion.
to anybody that fucking.
Let me give you. This is I'll do WCW. This one might be a bit Okay, who was the first WCW cruiserweight champion?
Oh, that
Brian
was
Pillman.
no Shinjiro Otani.
Yeah.
That was light heavyweight.
Live it, yeah.
Okay, love. I'll give one more time. One more. Who was the first WCW? Which WCW wrestler went undefeated for 173 matches?
Bobo.
That's it.
Thank you.
Done.
Good quiz.
Oh, who won that? Oh, those are very immediate. I just get harder.
Those are really easy. And you
That's
told me
harder.
not to answer one.
But who won? Is it Earl won?
Oh, wait, I think we both got 3 points.
Sorry, I'll
Yeah.
get you guys something. Don't worry, next time I'll see
Yeah,
you.
man.
What's the prize?
I don't know, a piece of chocolate. Brown chocolate, your favourite chocolate?
You said it to my house.
So, yeah,
Piece, a crumb.
a crumb, bro. You get
crumb
the
of
package,
chocolate.
bro. You get yeah, Earl, man, it's been a pleasure having your podcast.
Appreciate you coming onto the pod, man.
Honestly, man.
Good to see you guys again.
Does it feel fair to say where can they find Earl, bro? You know where to find Earl, man. Come on, Graps knowledge, you know.
Yeah, you know where to find me. Join the Discord so you can talk to everyone.
Do you have an email? Do you have an emailing system?
Do I?
Yeah, I think you should have an email.
You think so?
Yeah, people can send you questions, bro.
I do get people DMing me on Twitter. Not anymore because I've kind of stayed
Yeah,
away.
so,
But,
yeah.
but yeah, people can reach out to me at Graps Knowledge and ask me any question you want. I'm sure I'll have an answer. Or join the Wrestling's Discord.
Yeah, you can have chat straight.
You can talk straight to any of us. You can speak to this man. This geezer's never in, but whatever.
Yeah, you go, every now and then. Where'd you come from?
This
Bro,
pops
I'm
up
watching
out of
from the
nowhere.
Main
shadows.
event, just come shit.
I'm watching from the shadows. I keep changing my name as well, but
Yeah,
everyone
but
still
stop
sees
doing
it,
that, bro. I can't find you, bro.
Big
Go
wavy
watch
Roy
from the
Johnson's in
shadows,
there.
man.
We're just,
I'm on Gunway right now.
yeah. A good week. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just Earl's got a lot of knowledge, man. Honestly, that's what I'm putting knowledge.
I'm the number one black wrestling historian in this country. I'm talking my shit. If God was a black wrestling historian, he'd be me.
I respect it, man. So honestly, drop any questions you guys got, any matches, recommendations you got. You can tell me that Ole, if you can. Ole and Ole Anderson and
Dustin. Oh yeah.
Can I tried to find a Wrestle Bios, but Wrestle Bios didn't give me anything, man. He's great. You watch Wrestle Bios?
I've seen them.
He's great.
They're good. Yeah, they're
he's
good.
Yeah,
I don't watch them as much as I should. There's a lot of content on YouTube.
There's
really
so
good.
much, man.
There's just a lot. There's a lot of shit. Don't get me wrong, but there's some good stuff that I wish I had more.
There's
time.
a guy called Wrestling with Colin. You guys know about him?
I know.
He's got some
great.
good
He's
content.
editing.
I've seen some.
The way he breaks down stuff is proper sick. When I learned
good.
about the U, I think it's UW. What's it?
UWFI?
UWFI. Yeah. And what's the main guy behind it? There was a main guy behind it. Forget his name.
Bianca Takeshita.
What's it? What's that again? What did you say? What's the name?
What are you gonna say?
Is it him? What's it? Mate, what's it? It's something beginning with a H.
Takada was the number one guy in UWFI. He's top guy.
Who's the other guy then? There's one guy that split the company and made his own one.
I know you're talking about.
Did you watch the Pride
Hamida,
show?
wasn't
The Dark Side of the Cage.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was really good.
Well, we finished the whole thing.
I've only watched the Dark Side on Pride. That's the only one I watched.
I watched the Kimbo Slice one.
Okay, that's good.
The Kimbo Slice one's good as well. The
Yeah,
Kimbo
yeah,
Slice one's really,
That's
really
real
good. I need to watch the other one.
Dark Side of the
in peace,
Cage, the
man.
2 episodes on Pride are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Is it all on YouTube? Because I remember they uploaded.
They're on YouTube.
they're
Yeah,
on YouTube.
they're
Why?
on YouTube.
Because people just
do it. But they're really good. Like they're really historically accurate as well.
Yeah. Akira Maeda, is that you're talking about?
Maeda! Him. That's what I learned about him, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, Dark Side of Comedy is crazy as well.
The Kira Maeda was a really different kind of guy.
That's where's this one?
Dark Side of Comedy. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. That came out. That came out straight
Before.
after Dark Side of Wrestling.
What do they talk about? Dark Side of comedy.
Who's on that then?
So there's Dark Side of Comedy. There's Dark Side of
There's football. 90s. I know that.
Yeah, Dark Side of the 90s. I think there's did I watch Dark Side of the 90s? I think there's Dark Side of TV where they talk about like Nickelodeon. They talk about reality TV.
On the comedy one.
I actually can't remember. I remember them speaking about it on Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
But they said it was like really, really
Check it
interesting.
out.
What's that? The comedy.
Dark Side of Comedy.
Yeah, that's what I found about Joe Budden podcast. They talk about that woman. I think she got like sexual abuse and racism and all that sort of stuff during the 90s, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Man.
Dark Side TV was really good
I'll
though.
look it up. Yeah. But yeah, the Pride one.
And Dark Side 90s was good as well.
So Pride, that's online, yeah? I'll watch that.
Yeah,
tonight.
two episodes. 2 parts.
Cool. 2 parts, that's it. I love when they do 2 parts. That's like when they done the Benoit.
The 2-parters, whenever they do the 2-parters, they always go in. They always
definitely. They did Pillman 2 parts, right?
Yeah, Pillman was
Benoit was 2 parts.
Guerrero was... No, Benoit was 2 parts. Yeah, they haven't done Guerrero.
They didn't do Eddie, did they?
No, they didn't do Eddie.
Because that was
They
part of
did
the
do
Benoit story.
Yeah, it was part of Benoit's story.
They did it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, they did, because they did speak about his car crash. Yeah, they did. I don't think it was 2 parts though.
I'm sure they did
I
Guerrero.
remember.
Dark Side of the Ring, yeah.
I would have seen that. I've seen all of them.
I'm sure they've done Eddie Guerrero.
Yes,
they did, because actually no,
No, they didn't.
they didn't, because Chavo was in Benoit's one.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting
Part of
confused.
the
I'm getting
story.
confused.
Yeah, it's part of the story. Yeah.
Have you seen the new Dark Side of the Ring coming out?
Nah.
Have you not heard about it? So
Yeah, they got Sheiks on it.
Yeah, I've heard Sheik.
Eddie Gilbert.
the Earthquake one was sick as well.
That's really good. So I'm looking forward to Sheik.
Sheik.
Sabu's
Yeah, Sabu. Yeah.
Fuck the real Sheik.
I know they had that fire match in what country was that?
In Japan.
Was that Japan? That match was dangerous. I don't know how they agreed on that shit. The Don't the Clown one's one of my favorites, so that's one of the best ones I've watched.
That's a good one. Chris
That's one of the best
Candido.
ones, yeah.
I love that.
Chris Candido was really.
Yeah,
I felt so sad for
I
him.
love Chris Candido. So
I felt so sad for him, man.
Bro.
Especially when they were talking about like the later stage of his run and him taking the flight. It's like, bro, why didn't you just stay home, man?
Yeah.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. The day, like when I heard he died, it was because he thought he was turning that corner,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, just didn't work out for him. But he was a fucking talented guy, like super
a
talented
beast,
guy. I see so much of him in MJF as well.
Yeah.
Because MJF does his spots, he does his selling. You can see he's a big Chris Candido fan. But
The thing one made me a bit sick though. The Jake the Snake Roberts one. Him and his dad.
That's good episode.
The
Yeah,
dad
that's a
one.
good episode, yeah.
That made me feel a bit. Yeah. Is there any other episodes that made you feel a bit weird? Dark Side of the Ring.
No.
The Benoit one made me feel weird. I felt like I was outside of my body. I felt like an out-body experience.
Why?
That was really good.
When they went into the house, they were showing the pictures. Then they were saying how they went down another route, saying how it was linked to like him being like some demon was speaking to his ears. That was just bare weird stuff they were saying. I'm like, bro, I didn't know.
It was the CTE, no?
Yeah, but it was the whole thing. The way they told the story was like, I can't believe this guy done this shit.
I
This
was
is
reading.
disgusting.
The week he died. I was reading the Observer. It was only about 3 months ago. I was reading the Observers on the week he died, and you just forget over time some of the stuff
that he done. Yeah,
you just some of the stories, and you just forget about. And like even I was reading it, and it's like he wasn't living there. He had an apartment, and he was living in an apartment. And I know that because he changed his Observer address, so he was getting the Observer sent to his apartment and not to his old house. I just hear stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I forgot he wasn't living with Nancy until a little while before he went back there or whatever.
Yeah.
But because it was bad between them, and he moved out. But yeah, it's just crazy some of the stuff that you forget, and you read the whole 40,000 words of that, and it's just like, oof, bad times, boy, like,
Crazy,
real bad
man.
times. That was really
Comment that happened. I think that's one of the biggest tragedies.
yeah, definitely.
I can't.
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart,
and
yeah.
that, but they're different. They're different.
Yeah.
But they were both really horrendous
Yeah.
at the time, and WWE didn't act well in any
of
instance.
They didn't do their due
They
diligence, man.
They embarrassed themselves after that in both instances terribly. But yeah,
Boy, hey, I've been a Nafi.
knowledge.
Doughboy,
Laps.
Wrestling's podcast, the coolest wrestling podcast in the world. By the Mandem.
Or the Mandem.
Bow.
I'm Sam Blacks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.